It's time for Arkansas Travelers Baseball. Brought to you by Coca-Cola, Allstate Insurance, IPT Technical Institute, Miller Lite, and Arkansas Federal Credit Union. Now, let's head to the ballpark for the IPT Tech pregame show. Here's the voice of the Arkansas Travelers, Phil Elson.
It takes teamwork to be able to reach new goals in today's complex business environment. Each one of us should strive to be a step ahead and know how to compete in a rapidly changing world. The ITT Tech School of Business is about helping people prepare for the challenges of a competitive world. ITT Technical Institute School of Business, education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I take a sip, I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, stay with me. What's your name?
Robert.
Okay, Robert, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight down to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite. Open one, take a sip, and everything should be right back to normal.
Okay.
Don't worry, Robert. It's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
My mother said no daughter of mine is driving a truck. I'm an 18-wheeling, double-clutching lady truck driver. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. VC powder is this trucker's best friend. My day starts at 4 a.m. and ends 12 hours later. Out here on the road, there's a million things that's happening at once. I take VC for stress headaches, backache. I just can't pull over when my head's pounding. The reason I take VC is because it's fast and it works. I'm Carolyn from Ashbury, NC, and my pain reliever is VC.
Use directed.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Your world is suddenly changing for the better, all because two great companies that you know and trust, have now joined forces to deliver the world that matters most. Yours. AT&T, with its passion to invent, and SBC, with its drive to deliver, have come together to create the most complete and secure network with products and services to keep you connected to work, home, to life. Introducing the new AT&T, your world delivered.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space.
I would not.
No, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense.
Zero is for the 0 calories.
Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that?
I wish I could speculate on that, sir.
The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
Quitting smoking is hard, and it's even harder to do it alone. The good news is there is help. Just call the SOS Quit line. 1-866-NOW-QUIT. They'll give you the information and program you need to get free of tobacco. And the service is free, too. Try it. Call 1-866-NOW-QUIT and start to get free. I promise, it's a great feeling. 1-866-NOW-QUIT. Call today.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Set, go.
Live from Wichita, Kansas, Arkansas Traveler Baseball is finally on the air. Hello once again, everybody. Pleasant good evening to you. Phil Elson here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium as the Travelers and the Wichita Wranglers get set for Game 4 of a 5-game series. We'll apologize for technical difficulties as the technical difficulties killing the first 12 minutes, the first 17 minutes of our pregame show, brought to you by ITT Technical Institute. Travelers losing their second straight heartbreaker yesterday, 9-8 to the Wranglers. Billy Butler's back-cracking base hit in the 11th inning, scoring Ángel Sánchez with a winning run. The Wranglers taking the last 2 games of this series after Arkansas beat Wichita 1-0 on Wednesday. So this will be the 4th game of the series. Look at our pitching matchup. It's Chris Hunter for the Travelers, subbing in for James Holcomb, with James on the disabled list with a sore lower back. Hunter takes the hill with a 2-8 record and a 7.14 ERA. On the mound tonight for the Wranglers, right-hander Zack Greinke, the 6th overall pick in the 2002 draft, trying to fight his way back to the major leagues, and he took a big step last time out, shutting out Springfield over 8 innings, completing the game, going 9 innings, allowing only 2 hits and a run, struck out 12 for his 3rd win with the Wranglers against his 1 loss, but a 5.91 ERA. First pitch is set for about 6 minutes, so we'll take a break and come back with the starting lineups after this commercial break on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Apollo 13. Great films known for their award-winning special effects. To create the magic, Hollywood hires companies like Industrial Light and Magic. Industrial Light and Magic hires imaginative people like Aaron Fowl. Before he was a master of special effects, he was a media communications student at Webster University in St. Louis, where his talent took off. Today, he inspires the imagination at DreamWorks FKG. I'm Bob Costas, member of the board of Webster University. All Webster campuses around the world share the same belief. Education is more than just a degree. It's real knowledge for real-world success.
Want to buy a new car? Take a dream vacation, remodel your home, or finance just about anything? You can use the equity in your home to make it happen. Right now, Arkansas Federal Credit Union has a home equity line of credit with a 4-month fixed rate as low as 4.5% annual percentage rate with absolutely no fees. Plus, it's easier than ever to access your home equity loan using Arkansas Federal's Visa Platinum credit card. No checks, no hassles. Apply online at afcu.org or call 982-1000.
Conservatives love to say that big government doesn't work.
Then they get elected and prove it.
We're Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE, North Little Rock.
Back to the ballpark for a look at our starting lineup, beginning with the homestanding Wichita Wranglers, the first-place team in the North Division at 10 wins, 5 losses, a 4-game lead over second-place Arkansas. The Travs tied with Tulsa, 6 wins, 9 losses, again 4 games out. The Wranglers today doing without Alex Gordon and Billy Butler, who are in Pittsburgh for the Futures All-Star Game, which takes place tomorrow at PNC Park. And so they're doing without 2 of the top hitters in Gordon and Butler, but they really haven't had much success during that series. Alex Gordon just a couple of base hits in the series, and Billy Butler with just 2 base hits, although Butler's winning hit last night proved to be the difference. Starting lineup for the Wranglers has Chris Lubanski leading off, playing left field. Batting second, the shortstop Ángel Sánchez, with Mitch Maier batting third in center field. Cleaning up is right fielder Dee Brown. Second baseman Donnie Murphy bats fifth. The designated hitter Matt Tupman in the 6th hole. Adam Kime bats 7th. He'll be at third base. Kila Ka'aihue batting 8th at first. Batting 9th and catching Damaso Espino. Travelers lineup, Nathan Haynes leading off in right field. Batting second is the left fielder Aaron Peel, while Brandon Wood bats third and plays shortstop. Cleaning up, third baseman Matt Brown. Terry Evans in his second game with the Travs will bat fifth and play center. Batting sixth is first baseman Greg Porter. Bobby Wilson batting seventh, the designated hitter. Batting eighth and catching Brent Del Chiaro. And Eric Rodlin will bat ninth, and he'll be at second base. Starting pitcher for the Travelers, Chris Hunter. 15th start of the season, 2 wins, 8 losses, and a 7.14 ERA. Hunter was moved into the bullpen just for a few days with Jose Arredondo coming up to the Travs for the start on Wednesday, but Hunter did not make an appearance out of the bullpen. This will be his first game in exactly 1 week. Last time out, he was beaten by the Drillers 6-4, allowing 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 walks against 3 1/3 innings. Hunter has 2 wins this year. Both come against the Wichita Wranglers, beating the Wranglers 5-4 on April 15th here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. And the last win for Hunter at home against the Wranglers. He had his finest start of the season, shutting them out over 6 innings in a 17-2 win. Meanwhile, Zack Greinke takes the hill for the Wranglers. Greinke, the Royals' first-round pick and the 6th overall selection of the 2002 draft out of Apopka, Florida. He has appeared in 57 games in the majors, compiling 13 wins and 28 losses with the Royals. But well-publicized this year, Greinke left spring training due to what was described as psychological issues, and he is fighting his way back to the major leagues, starting at Double-A, making his 8th start against the Traps. 3 wins, 1 loss for Greinke with a .591 earned run average. Traps treated Greinke pretty rudely back on June the 18th. That was the game that Hunter picked up the 17-2 win. Greinke gave up 8 of those 17 runs, lasting just 2/3 of an inning, and walked 4 batters. It was his shortest appearance in his minor league career. And Greinke did rebound quite nicely last time out against Springfield on Monday. 9-inning complete game victory with a season-high 12 strikeouts and allowed just 2 base hits in an 8-1 win over the Cardinals. So it's Hunter on the mound for the Travelers. Greinke takes the hill for the Wranglers. Umpire crew from the Texas League assigned it as Dixon Thurman behind the dish. Mark Lalo calling out to third base, and the crew chief Joe Maiden will be positioned at first. Wranglers wearing interesting-looking uniforms today. They're having throwback night brought to them by a local amusement park. And they are wearing the uniforms of the old AAA Wichita Arrows. Arrows were around back when the city of Wichita was host to an American Association team. And these uniforms look exactly like the old Expos uniforms. In fact, they've got those red, white, and blue caps with the old Montreal logo turned upside down. That's what the logo used to be for the Wichita Arrows. It literally, that old Expos logo, just upside down. And as you look at it, the old Expos logo was an M with an E at the end. And you turn it upside down, it looks like a W. So that works pretty well for the city of Wichita. The uniforms the Wranglers are wearing are all white with that upside down logo on their left breast. This literally looks like the Travelers are taking on the old Expos from the early 90s. Travelers, meanwhile, in their usual road gray uniforms with Little Rock in cursive and red splashed across the chest. But here on throwback night, they really are throwing back. Not a Texas League franchise Wichita pays tribute to today. They're paying tribute to the old Arrows, who played here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium before it was renovated in 1989. Wranglers came in here in 1987 as a Texas League franchise. They originally named the Pilots and were renamed the Wranglers in 89. And so they're paying tribute to that old AAA franchise. Wranglers about to take the field. We'll have our final break on the pregame show. Come back with the first pitch on Air America Little Rock 1380 KBXE.
Is your house looking a bit under the weather? Have extreme weather conditions taken their toll on your home's exterior? The solution isn't more paint. It's weather-resistant vinyl siding from Sears Home Central. Call Sears now for a free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Sears vinyl siding resists tough weather and keeps your home looking great for years. It has the attractive look of freshly painted wood, yet you'll never need to scrape and paint your home again because vinyl siding from Sears is virtually maintenance-free. Best of all, Sears makes getting your new siding job easy and affordable. Just call Sears now for your free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Not available in all areas. Services and materials provided by a Sears authorized contractor. License numbers available on request. So if your house is looking under the weather, call Sears for vinyl siding now. 1-800-531-7785. That's 1-800-531-7785.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnanceman, second class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveals who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Go!
Let the twilight bright and bright stars through the hills the sky o'er the grand parsley wide.
Time for baseball here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. The Travelers on the third base dugout are set to go after losing the last two games. Close battles. Travelers win in the first game 1-0 behind the 5-hit shutout thrown by Jose Arredondo. Meanwhile, the Wranglers have executed comeback wins in the last two games. Travelers had three different three-run leads on Thursday night before losing on a walk-off homer by Adam Keim in the ninth. Yesterday, the Travelers stormed back in the fifth inning for a 7-run rally. Had a 4-run lead in the fifth. The Wranglers still came back and won it by the final in 11 innings of 9-8. Season series is in favor of the Travelers. Arkansas 9-8 in 17 matchups against the AA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals. And this is the only team the Travs have a winning record against in the 2006 season. Travs looking to even this series today against Zack Greinke. Greinke left spring training with the Royals in late February, returned to the Royals spring training complex in Surprise, Arizona, April the 19th. It took him about a month and a half to get ready for game shape, and Greinke had two consecutive wins before coming into Arkansas on June the 18th following Mike McDougall, who had pitched one inning in a rehab outing. Greinke was tacked for 8 runs on 4 hits and 4 walks in just 2/3 of an inning, allowing 8 of 10 batters to reach, and ended up suffering a loss of 17-2. Greinke, the next 2 times out, seemed to be a little bit affected by that poor outing at Raymonder Field, giving up 6 runs in 8 1/3 innings total. But he bounced back big time against the Cardinals on Monday, taking a shutout into the 9th inning, and ended up beating Springfield 8-1, striking out a season-high 12 batters, which matched him with Mitch Talbot for the most strikeouts in one game in the Texas League this year. Nathan Haynes leads things off. Greinke's first pitch of the night is thrown at 7-10, and it is low and outside for ball 1 to Haynes. Haynes is 3 for 12 in the series, a left-hand batting right fielder. And Greinke coming home with a 1-0 pitch. Haynes will take a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Haynes 1 for 4 last night. He brought home an RBI in that 5th inning with his only base hit of the night. He was on base 3 times, couple of walks. A 1-1 pitch to Haynes, and he'll swing and foul it back into the net, and it's 1-2. Nice, comfortable early evening here in Lawrence Dumont Stadium. First pitch temperature 88 degrees. It's mostly cloudy skies today, and the wind blowing slightly out to left field, just about at 10 miles an hour. Here's the 1-2 to Haynes. He swings and loops it into shallow left center for a base hit. Coming over to cut it off to center fielder Mitch Maier. And Haynes, with a nice piece of hitting on a 1-2 count, went down and got the Greinke curveball and more or less golfed it over the shortstop for that little blooper. That'll bring up Aaron Peel, as Haynes is now 4 for 13 in the series. Peel, 5 for 14 in the series, with a 4-hit game coming on Thursday. Wrapped a 2-run homer in the 5th inning last night and finished 1 for 6. Right-hand batting Peel facing Greinke. And Haynes is 7 for 9 in base steal attempts. Greinke at the belt, and he'll pitch. A slider, low ball 1. Greinke throws a lot of pitches. He's got a fastball in the high 80s. He'll get it to the low 90s on occasion. Curveball, slider, changeup. He used to fiddle with a knuckleball in the majors with the Royals, but you don't see the knuckle much now. He didn't see it much back then. He would throw it every once in a while. Quietly into the stretch, Greinke. There goes Haynes running on the pitch. It's a strike throw to second by Espino. Perfect, and Haynes is tagged out for the first out of the game. 2-4 on the put out at second. Didn't look like Haynes got a very good jump on the slide step from Greinke. That's the first man caught stealing with Greinke on the mound. And Espino with a perfect throw. He is now 10 for 20 and trying to throw runners out. Count 1-1 on Peel, and now Greinke going from the windup. He kicks and delivers a pitch. Peel on a check swing. Did he follow through? He did. First base umpire Joe Maiden make him a fifth. And the slow breaking ball had Peel fooled a little bit. Peel with the 5 hits in the series is now hitting .286. 8 homers, 31 RBIs. A 1-2. The slider got a little piece of it and upped it back behind the catcher. Espino just coming off a stint from the disabled list. And right underneath the broadcast booth, where a contingent of Espino fans have come into the ballpark. Espino from Panama, and fans right underneath the booth have brought a Panamanian flag. Here's a 1-2 to Peel. Reached out for the curve. A soft fly ball to shallow center, falling between the three fielders chasing, and it's a base hit for Aaron Peel. Maier coming over to pick it up. He sees Peel take a wide turn. Maier throws off balance and airmails it over the first baseman. That'll get Peel second base, and now it's actually going to get him third. As the crew chief Joe Maiden signals that Peel gets two bases on the throw that not only was airmailed over the first baseman Ka'aihue, it took a bounce on the spongy artificial turf surface and ended up in the first base box seat. Peel will get credit for a bloop single, but the error on Maier moves him to third base. An ill-advised throw by Maier. He did not set his feet. He threw off balance and tried to catch Peel off guard, which he did, but that was a very poor throw. And the fourth error on the season on Maier. The infield plays back for Brandon Wood. And Greinke delivers. And Wood takes a slider low at the knees, a called strike. 0-1. Greinke at Double-A has worked 35 innings. He's allowed 2 hits here in the first and 32 hits on the year, 5 homers. Walking 14, he has struck out 31. Wood, 2 for 13 in the series. The 0-1 pitch to Brandon in the dirt and dig out by Espino on the curve. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the infield is back, so Wood could make it a 1-0 Traveler lead with nothing more than a ground ball to shortstop. Wood tomahawked a home run yesterday following Peel's 2-run shot of the fifth. It was his team-leading 19th of the year. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a miss and a high fastball, and it's strike 2. 1-2 count on Wood. 60 RBIs, ranking third in the league. Also third with the 19 homers, with 1 homer today by Wood. Would get him tied with Hunter Pence and Joe Kashansky for the league lead, and neither Pence nor Kashansky are playing today. Greinke looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 to Wood. He takes the fastball off the outside corner. With the Futures game being played at Pittsburgh tomorrow, there are 9 players in the Texas League that are not taking part in Texas League games today. 2 of the Wranglers, Alex Gordon and Billy Butler. Here's a 2-2. And Wood strikes out swinging on a slow curveball. So Wood unable to put the ball in play, and Peel is still at third base with 2 outs. That may be the best pitch Greinke has, the slow curveball that comes in about 68 to 69 miles an hour. That doubles as a changeup as well. 2 outs, and Matt Brown trying to bring Peel home from third. Brown, 3 for 11 in the series with a 3-run homer, and the Trabs lost on Thursday night. He was 2 for 4 yesterday with an infield single and a line drive single as well. Greinke from the stretch will Peel at third, 2 outs, and a pitch comes to Brown. Take a slider on the inside corner, a strike. Not many fastballs from Zack Greinke here in the first inning. Relying on his breaking stuff, and again, not an overpowering pitcher, but his full complement of pitches and his ability to throw them at spots makes him a strikeout pitcher in this league. Here's an 0-1, and Brown hits a foul ball going after the curve. Fouled it straight under the catcher's legs, and it's 0-2. So Greinke gets ahead with 2 quick strikes. Brown, now the second leading hitter on the team, hitting .298, 11 homers and 44 runs batted in. Only 3 RBIs in this series, all 3 coming on a first-inning homer Thursday. A lot of room up the middle on the AstroTurf surface. And Greinke ahead of Brown 0-2. Into the stretch, quietly he comes to the belt. Checks third, and Greinke's pitch. Brown takes a fastball, strike 3 on the outside corner. Greinke strikes out Brandon Wood and Matt Brown, with Aaron Peel stranded at third base. Trav's got a couple of hits. There was 1 error, and 1 man left as we go to the bottom of the first. Trav's no score. Here come the Wranglers against Chris Hunter on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
In 1998, New York City Marathon runner German Silva made a huge mistake. 1/2 mile from the finish line, he took a wrong turn. When he heard yells from the crowd and saw the looks on their faces, he realized his mistake. He immediately turned around, but the error cost him a crucial 15 seconds. His only hope for winning now was to sprint to make up for lost distance. Did he have the energy? Could he do it? He later said, "Too much work had gone into this race. I had to fight now."
he was able to make up the loss distance and finish first in his division, but only because he refused to allow a wrong turn to knock him out of his quest for the prize. I'm Mark Evans, pastor of the church at Rock Creek. You know, there are times in life when we make a wrong turn, but when we discover that it was a wrong turn, the wise person changes direction.
Cotton candy here. Get your cotton.
Any peanuts?
No.
Hot dog?
Slushy. Nada.
Camel corn?
No.
Can I get something other than cotton candy?
Pink or blue, mister. Pink or blue.
Variety is a good thing, especially when it comes to orthopedic services. That's why Baptist Health in Ortho, Arkansas provides the most comprehensive orthopedic care the state has to offer. From outpatient procedures to rehabilitation and prevention. To reach a specialist or for more information, call Baptist Health Helpline at 227-8478 and get back to the things you love.
Actually, I do have peanuts.
Really?
Nah, just kidding.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Going to the bottom of the first inning, and Chris Hunter completing his warm-ups on the mound. He'll be facing Chris Lubanski, Ángel Sánchez, and Mitch Maier. Travelers left Aaron Peel at third base. He had reached there with one away. Zack Greinke buckles down, strikes out Brandon Wood and Matt Brown. And that'll happen at times. Greinke is starting to get the feel for his pitching again. Remember, this is a kid that got up to the major leagues very quickly and had some success in his rookie season with a last-place team. And so he could overmatch some of the batters today. Chris Hunter looking for his third win against Wichita. All two of his victories this year coming against the Wranglers. Lubanski leads off. First pitch will be low, ball one. Remember, the Wranglers doing without two of their top hitters. Alex Gordon, who is their leading home run hitter with 11, and Billy Butler leads the team with .318 average and 59 RBIs, both in Pittsburgh. There's a strike from Hunter on the outside corner. Evens it at Lubanski at 1-1. Lubanski with 5 hits in the series, 4 of them doubles. And it was 1 for 5 yesterday with a 2-base hit. Here's a 1-1 from Hunter. Fastball is high and outside, 2-1. 25 doubles for Chris Lubanski. That puts him behind Brandon Wood, 5 behind Wood. Wood leading the league with 30 doubles, and Lubanski is third in the league. Here's the 2-1. Hunter's fastball is on the outside corner, a strike, 2-2. But Hunter should have a pretty fresh arm. This is his first outing in a week. Lost to Tulsa 6-4 last Saturday in first game of that doubleheader. Now the 2-2 to Lubanski. Just off the outside corner, 3-2. Hunter with a fastball in the mid to high 80s. Liner and a changeup. Not a power pitcher. More finesse and a lot of ground balls if he's on. Now Hunter's payoff to Lubanski. It's swung on and chopped to second. Eric Rodlin moving up the middle to bounce that one, and he'll field it, throw to first, and get the out. Sanchez coming up next, and there'll be a big cheer for him as he comes. Ángel Sánchez, who hails from Puerto Rico, has a bit of a fan section underneath the press booth today. Wranglers have quite the international roster. They've got 7 nations represented on this 26-man roster. Pitch on the way, and it's in the dirt to Sanchez, ball one. The Wranglers do have a few guys on the disabled list. Barry Armitage is the guy from South Africa. He's one of their relievers and hasn't seen much action this year. Panama, Puerto Rico, Nicaragua, and the Bronx. Sanchez a pop-up on the first base side. Greg Porter gets underneath it next to the coach's box and makes the catch. With Walter Sabia, the first base coach, usually one of the infielders, getting out of the way. And Sanchez gets a cheer for popping up. Mitch Maier coming up now. Maier was one of the stars in the game yesterday with 4 RBIs, including a 2-out, 2-run single to tie the game in the 7th off Daniel Davidson. Left-hand batting Maier is 5 for 11 in the series. He also homered yesterday, his 9th on the year, the pitch. Hunter misses a little bit low, ball one. Maier batting .274 with 9 homers and 53 runs batted in. He was 3 for 5 last night. Here's the 1-0. The left-hand batter takes high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes with Dee Brown on deck. A lot of lefties in this lineup against Chris Hunter. He's got 5 left-handers to work against today. Lefties hit Hunter at .303. Now the 2-0 to Maier. And that's a ball high and outside, 3-0. Hunter has allowed 90 hits in 70 innings. League batting .315 against the native of Linden, Utah. And here's his 3-0 to Maier. And he takes a strike. Threw a slider on the inside corner. Did not want to put that fastball down the middle. We've seen the Wranglers already hit 1 homer on a 3-0 pitch. And so for Trav. Now the 3-1 coming. Maier swings and fouls it away into the Arkansas dugout on the first base side of the field, and it's 3-2. Boy, it is something to see these Wranglers wear the throwback jerseys. Not just the jerseys, throwback uniforms. They've got the old Expos uniforms on. Red and blue stripes going down the pant leg and down the shoulders as well. I mean, if you're talking throwback, this looks like the Expos from the early 90s. Here's a 3-2. Swinging a line drive to right field. Haynes coming in, and he has to play it on a bounce, but it gets underneath him. It rolls towards the right field corner, and Maier is off to the races. Haynes picks it up at the warning track. Fires to the infield. Maier holding it third, and we'll see how that scored. Should be a single and a 2-base error on Haynes. He kind of got caught in between on a line drive. Haynes, always an aggressive outfielder, charged in, then realized he had to play it on a bounce, but it skipped off of his glove and bounced over his shoulder to the right field corner. So Maier at third base with the first base hit of the inning for the Wranglers, and now Dee Brown will stand in. And they have made the ruling. That'll be the third error on Nathan Haynes. He just seemed to get caught in between decision-making, whether he was going to dive or play it on a hop. So Hunter now dealing with Dee Brown, who in his only game of the series last night was 2 for 4 with a homer and a double, drove in 2. Here's a pitch. Takes it low, ball 1. Back when Chris Hunter faced the Wranglers on June the 18th, it took a shutout into the 7th inning, and Dee Brown hit a leadoff homer against him, one of 6 homers Brown has in the league this year. The 1-0 hit very high into straightaway center, sending Terry Evans back to the wall. It is gone, and the Wranglers take a 2-run lead on Brown's 7th home run of the year. Dee Brown hits his 2nd home run in 2 games and his 5th home run in the last 11. Hunter serves up his 13th home run of the season, and the Wranglers take a 2-run lead after 2 outs. And now Donnie Murphy will stand into the plate. That's the 5th home run the Wranglers have hit in this series. Straight away center field by Big Dee Brown. Here's a pitch to Murphy. Swinging a high fly ball to the right field corner. Haynes has a beat on it on the warning track. He makes the catch. And the first inning comes to a close with the Wranglers step in front. 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error and nobody left on base. 2-0 Wichita. We go to the top of the 2nd on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Did you know that more than 250 Arkansans are currently awaiting an organ transplant? And did you know that every 16 minutes, a new name is added to the organ transplant waiting list? You can help to reduce these numbers by registering to become an organ donor. Call the Arkansas Regional Organ Recovery Agency at 866-660-5433 or visit the Aurora website at www.arora.org to learn more. Become an organ donor. Give hope. In today's busy world, who has time for questions? Where to go, how to get there, what to eat? With over 30 locations in Central, North Central, and Northeast Arkansas, Double B's has the answers. Double B's makes it easy to stop in and get on with your day, wherever you are. Start your day with Double B's Coffee Cafe. Gourmet coffee, better than most coffee houses. Grab lunch on the go with delicious selections from Quiznos, Pizza Pro, Baskin-Robbins, Chester's Fried Chicken, or Subway. Clean your auto with a car wash. And all Double B's locations feature pay-at-the-pump technology, so you're back on the road in no time. Make the most of your time and stop worrying about life's little questions. We've got the answers at Double B's.
Dr. Pepper, the face of originality, Dr. Pepper. Salute individuality, Dr. Pepper. Do what you do, your moment has come. You're not like anyone, just been better. Dr. Pepper.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Wranglers jump in front in the first inning on a Dee Brown 2-run homer. Travelers had a chance to take the lead in the first. They had 2 hits over the first 2 batters, but Nate Haynes caught stealing. Aaron Peel was left at third as Zack Greinke struck out the final 2 hitters. Terry Evans leads off the second, and Greinke peppers a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike. Evans just saw Greinke on Monday and finished 0 for 4 against him. Greinke only allowed 2 hits in that ball game, both of them singles by Kevin Estrada. Here's an 0-1, and it's low to the right-hand batter, Evans. 1 ball, 1 strike. Evans looks like a carbon copy of Brandon Wood from my view in the press box. Very tall, lean, a little bit of an open stance, standing tall in the box. And the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2 on the slider from Zack Greinke. Evans introduced himself to his teammates yesterday with a double and a home run. His homer was a bomb over the left center field scoreboard, well over 420 feet away. Here's a 1-2, and that is high and inside. That's a perfect pitch from Greinke. Fastball moving up and in, and we'll see if he goes low and away now. Greinke knows how to pitch. That target goes low and outside. The pitch is a fastball, and it struck him out swinging. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Greinke, and that'll bring up Greg Porter. So Evans went for the 24th time in his short stay here in the Texas League. This will bring Greg Porter to the plate. 1 out, and Greinke working on a string of 3 consecutive strikeouts. Porter, a 7-game hit streak coming into this one. 2 for 5 last night, a couple of doubles, both to the same place, the left field corner. Left-hand batter, and a pitch comes. Inside, ball 1. 1-0 on Porter, a .289 average, 12 homers and 42 RBI. A rare start at first base now for Greg, with Matt Pauley getting the night off. And a 1-0 pitch on the way. Porter swings a bouncer to second base. 2 hops Murphy has to leap for that second bounce, and his throw will get Porter by a few steps. 2 away in the second for Bobby Wilson. I mentioned that this is a rare start recently for Porter at first base. Of course, he's been the everyday first baseman for the first couple of months. But this is the first time that Bobby Wilson is the Travelers' designated hitter. He's been catching the whole season. Bobby is playing in his 62nd game and his first game as a DH. And here's a pitch to the right-hander. Takes it outside, ball 1. Bobby, with 3 hits last night, raised his average to .309. Ranking 9th in the league. He is 31 points behind the league leader, J.R. House. The 1-0 on the way. Wilson fouled one straight back, a changeup, and he was in front of it, and it's a ball and a strike. Greinke from Apopka, Florida, and Bobby Wilson from St. Petersburg. I believe that is a pretty short drive. Greinke shakes off the sign, goes with a second from Espino, and now the 1-1. Wilson swings and misses at a curveball. And nowhere near that pitch. With Wilson being a guest hitter and all the different pitches that Greinke has in his repertoire, Greinke could make him look pretty bad at times. Remember, if Bobby guesses right, he can crush it. Did that yesterday. Here's the 1-2. Wilson takes it low, evens it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4 homers for Wilson. 30 runs batted in. Against the Wranglers, Wilson hitting at a cool .442 clip, but he's in the hole. 2-2, here it is. Soft curve, hit in the air down the left field line. That's a fair ball, and it goes to the corner. Wilson makes the turn at first, and he'll get into second base. Easy a stand-up double. Wilson able to stay back on that slow breaking ball from Greinke and get it into the left field corner, 330 feet away for his 20th double of the year. Now Brent Del Chiaro standing in. With Wilson the DH, obviously that means Del Chiaro will be the starting catcher. Travs only carried 2 catchers. And Brent getting his second start of the series. He caught the loss on Thursday, finishing 1 for 4 with a sacrifice bunt. That one hit, his first hit in 17 at-bats. 2-out situation for Del. Here's a pitch. Brent takes a fastball right down Main Street. Called strike 1. Nobody holding Wilson at second, and the outfield is straight away. They leave a gap in the left corner for the left fielder Lubanski. A few steps towards center and playing shallow. 0-1. It is up high to Del Chiaro, a ball and a strike. Del Chiaro making his 25th start behind the dish, batting 127 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. He has hit 1 home run against the Wranglers this year. It came early in the season, April. Checking second, Greinke's pitch. Off the outside corner, ball 2. 2-1. 2-0 Wichita, top of the second. Wranglers get a 2-out, 2-run homer from Dee Brown in the bottom of the first off Chris Hunter. It is Brown's second home run against the Travs in this series. Here's Greinke's 2-1 to Brent. Swinging a broken bat fly to shallow center, falling, a base hit. Here comes Wilson around third, and he will score. Brent Del Chiaro with an RBI single makes it 2-1. RBI number 7 for the Traveler catcher. That'll bring Eric Roblin to the plate. Nice piece of hitting. Del Chiaro went out for that fastball. Got a little piece of it. It seemed like the bat broke, or at least snapped a little bit, and that may have deadened the ball and allowed it to fall between the infielder and the outfielder, Maier, who was charging in from center. So a little 2-out lightning for the Travs, and now Roblin standing in the plate. Left-hand batter at second base tonight. Here's a pitch. Fastball from Greinke on the inside corner for a strike. Roblin 1 for 5 last night with an RBI ground out. Also was called out on strikes in his second at-bat. Roblin 3 for 10 in the series. Del Chiaro taking a very cautious lead at first. He is 3.5 steps off the bag, crouching down. There's a throw over, and he dives ahead of the throw and is safe. Good to see the Travs getting some help from Brent Del Chiaro. He's starting to swing the bat a little bit better after a 2 for 29 stretch. The 0-1 pitch to Roblin is a fastball at the knees, called strike 2. And Roblin quickly in the hole, disagreeing with the plate umpire Thurman's strike zone. Left fielder Lubanski playing shallow. Right fielder Brown, who's been the DH mostly in his short time with the Wranglers this year, is playing in normal depth. Here's a pitch. Chopper to second base, routine for Murphy. Second bounce, backhand, throw to first will end the inning. Travs get 1 run here in the second on the RBI single by Brent Del Chiaro. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 man left. Bottom of the second on the way, and it's 2-1 Wichita on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
The romance begins at Cupid. Choose from Central Arkansas's largest selection of apparel and lingerie in every size, style, and color. And don't forget the wide selection of menswear, toys, massage oil, and lotion. It's Cupid's Lingerie and more. 2585 Donahue Street in the Townsend Plaza, Conway, 65th and Scott Hamilton, and 9700 North Rodney Perelman in Little Rock, plus 3360 Central Avenue in Hot Springs. Just look for the purple neon hearts, and you'll know you're in the right place. Cupid's Lingerie and more.
Hey, fans, it's easy to get discount tickets to Travs games all year thanks to Ready Ice. Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ready Ice presents Ready Ice Wednesdays at Rain Wonder Field. Just pick up a discount coupon for any Wednesday Travs home game anywhere Ready Ice is sold, like most Shell and Exxon gas stations. Bring the coupons to the Travs box office for $3 general admission tickets to any Wednesday home game. That's Ready Ice Wednesdays at Rain Wonder Field all season long. Thanks to Arkansas's #1 ice company, Ready Ice.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Bottom of the second here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. 2-1 Wichita leading the Arkansas Travelers. We'll be back to action tomorrow at noon. First pitch 12 noon. Travs and the Wranglers finish off the 5-game series with airtime tomorrow afternoon. Well, I guess it'll be tomorrow morning at 11:40. Then the Travs return to Ravender Field Monday. Jose Arredondo, who threw that dazzling 5-hitter on Wednesday in the series opener here in Wichita, will make his First start in Little Rock on Monday against the San Antonio Missions. Missions in for 4 games, and Corpus Christi is in for 2 nights with Saturday's doubleheader starting at 6:30 1 week from today. That'll be an outstanding night of baseball with 1,000 Ray Winder Field commemorative caps given away to paid adults, courtesy of Firewise, Arkansas Forestry Commission, and KARK. Matt Tupman leads off the second. Chris Hunter throws him a first pitch strike. Tupman, the number 6 batter. He's the DH today. Usually catches. He batted in the number 8 hole last night and was 2 for 4. The pitch on the way, and Tupman jumps away from Hunter's fastball inside, and it is 1-1. I mentioned Bobby Wilson making his first start as a designated hitter. Tupman has mostly been catching this year. The pitch is a slider for a strike, and it's 1-2. Nice breaking ball there from Hunter. He's got some sharp movement on it. Tupman in his 6th game as the DH. There's a 1-2. Playing a pop-up over the third base box seat. And it'll get into the second level of the box seats, actually the bleachers. Still 1-2 on Tupman. Tupman's .297 batting average is the highest in the lineup for the Wranglers. Billy Butler has a higher average, so does Alex Gordon, but they're not with the team. The 1-2 outside and dropped by Del Chiaro. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tupman is followed by Adam Kime and Kila Ka'aihue. Tupman was struggling before coming into this series. UMass Lowell prospect that just had 4 hits and 40 at-bats, but the Travelers seemed to be the tonic he was looking for. Now the 2-2. Tupman a chopper along the first base line going foul. And he'll stay at the plate with a 2-2 count. Wranglers in this series batting .291, but in the last 2 games, Wranglers hitting .346, and Tupman 5 hits in those last 2 nights. Another 2-2. And he tried the slider, but it stayed high. Ball 3. Hunter going full on the leadoff batter of the second. Tupman has a very good eye. He's taken 45 walks with just 25 strikeouts on his year. Here's the 3-2. And he laces it down the left field line, slicing away from Aaron Peel. Foul. Peel playing pretty close to that foul line. Should be able to make a catch on anything that is fair inside that third base line. And Tupman, much as a few of the other Wranglers, has a 2-strike approach where he doesn't try to drive the ball. He's just looking to slap it the other way. Peel is only about 15 feet off that left field line. Another payoff, and he swings and misses and strikes out as Hunter goes to a bigger breaking ball for his first strikeout of the night. 1 away, and Adam Kime comes up.
Adam Kime.
Kime with just 2 hits and 12 at-bats over the series, one of them an infield single, and the other was a walk-off 3-run homer in Thursday's 9th inning, giving the Wranglers a 10-8 comeback win. Kime was 0 for 5 in last night's game with a strikeout. Right-hand batter, and Hunter winds and deals. Fouled away into the box seats just underneath the press level. Press level not protected from foul balls. The fans right underneath the press box in the luxury suite are protected by a rather sturdy mesh net. Here's the 0-1 to Kime. Bringing a foul back to that net. Takes a hop off of the press box wall and ricochets all the way back down to the field. Those little liners that come right back off the batter, they will roll up that mesh net and sometimes come into the booth anyway. 0-2 pitch. Inside, almost hit him. Hunter sometimes gets a little bit wild on 2-strike counts. He has hit 7 batters this year, a few of them on 2-strike counts. Wind up in the 1-2 to Kime. Off speed, grounded, outside third. A foul ball. It went foul maybe a foot and a half before it got to the third base bag, with Matt Brown watching it the whole way. There's a good pitch by Hunter. He had Kime fooled and leaning over the plate with a slider. Time stands back in. A .250 average with 2 homers and 20 RBIs. This season interrupted by an injury causing him to miss 5 weeks. Hunter throws, low and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Time was expected to be an everyday first baseman or DH or various infield positions for the Wranglers. Getting a chance now with Kila Ka'aihue struggling. 2-2. Swinging a pop-up in a shallow left center. Peel and Evans deciding who wants it. Evans, the center fielder, makes the call and the catch. And that'll be out number 2. Terry looks to be a pretty rangy center fielder. When the Angels traded for Evans in the deal with Jeff Weaver from the Cardinals, Bill Stoneman decided he wanted to put Evans in center field every day for the Trash. And Evans hadn't played a double-A game in center field yet. The Angels saw something, and he looks pretty good. Here's Ka'aihue, big left-hander, first pitch, low ball one. Mentioned that Time has had a chance to play a little more recently with Ka'aihue struggling as he is. Full season, Ka'aihue playing his 67th game, his average just 186. And a big left-hand batter without a home run. Here's the 1-0 from Hunter. And there's a fastball at the letters for a strike. It says letters. It's actually a letter, W, upside down W on the Wranglers' left breast on the uniforms. Looks just like those old Expos logos. The 1-1, outside 2-1. I'm expecting to see Yuppie around anytime soon. Yuppie used to be the mascot of the Expos. Big furry ball. It's 2-1 to Ka'aihue. Swinging a ground ball to second. Rodlin there for the second bounce. Louis Reporter to cover first, and he'll throw Ka'aihue out in a perfect second inning, thrown by Chris Hunter. We'll go to the top of the third here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Game 4 of the series with Wichita leading 2-1 on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Is your house looking a bit under the weather? Have extreme weather conditions taken their toll on your home's exterior? The solution isn't more paint. It's weather-resistant vinyl siding from Sears Home Central. Call Sears now for a free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Sears vinyl siding resists tough weather and keeps your home looking great for years. It has the attractive look of freshly painted wood, yet you'll never need to scrape and paint your home again because vinyl siding from Sears is virtually maintenance-free. Best of all, Sears makes getting your new siding job easy and affordable. Just call Sears now for your free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Not available in all areas. Services and materials provided by a Sears authorized contractor. License numbers available on request. So if your house is looking under the weather, call Sears for vinyl siding now. 1-800-531-7785. That's 1-800-531-7785.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnanceman, second class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveal who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Going to the top of the Travelers order in the third inning. Nathan Haynes leading off against Zack Greinke. Wranglers leading 2-1. Dee Brown's home run has stood through 2 frames. And a pitch comes to the left-hand batting Haynes. He'll pull it fair inside the first base line. A pretty slow ground ball. But that turf speeded it up. Haynes off to the races. He's on his way to second. He wants a triple. He'll get a triple as the throw nowhere near in time. Haynes is 2 for 2 with his second triple as a Trav. And the tying run at third base and nobody out in the third inning. First pitch triple for Nathan Haynes. Guided that ball inside the first base line with Kila Ka'aihue playing a good 10 feet off the bag. And was unable to get a glove on the baseball. Right fielder Brown also a little bit slow getting to the ball. Haynes had the triple all the way. So Haynes 2 for 2. Now Aaron Peel will look to tie it up. Infield plays back except the third baseman time in the pitch. Fastball from Zack Greinke outside 1-0. Travelers out hitting the Wranglers 5-2. They've had at least a couple of base hits in the first 2 innings. And now a leadoff triple in the third. A 1-0 to Peel. Fastball popped out of play. On the first base side, over the seat, into the parking lot, and it's 1-1. Peel, a bloop single in the first inning. Now had a hit in 17 of 20 ball games. 32 hits over that stretch. He's batting over .430 in his last 20 games. Greinke sets at the belt, lifts the leg, comes home, and Peel takes a slider, strike 2. Good-looking bender from Greinke with a sharp break. You've seen Greinke throw plenty of breaking stuff here in the early going. Greinke looking for the strikeout. He's whipped 3 so far. And it's on the way to Peel. A swing and a foul back. Right underneath the broadcast booth, still 1-2. Peel has driven in 4 runs in the series. 2-run single on Thursday and a 2-run homer last night. Haynes at third. Nobody out, and a 1-2 pitch to Aaron Peel. Swinging a fly ball in a shallow right field. Here comes Brown underneath it. Haynes is at third. The catch is made. Haynes wants to score. The throw, not in time. Haynes got his left hand on the plate, sliding around Damaso Espino. And the sacrifice fly from Aaron Peel ties this game at 2.
Remember, your ticket stub is good.
RBI number 32 for Peel.
All day and tomorrow, and the rest of the night tonight.
Travelers haven't brought home many runs on sacrifice flies. That's the 30th sacrifice fly hit by the Travs this year. And it is the 4th for Aaron Peel. Pitch on the way to Brandon Wood. A swing and a miss for the high fastball. Greinke has gone to that high fastball a couple of times. Got Wood to swing and miss at that same pitch before going to the slow curve to whiff Wood in the first inning. Now the 0-1 to Brandon. It's outside, a ball and a strike. Wood, at this point last year, was on his way to Detroit for the Futures game in Comerica Park, where he was part of the United States team, but Brandon was passed over this year for Troy Tulowitzki of Tulsa. The 1-1 in the dirt, ball 2. It had to be a tough choice for the folks who chose the All-Star Futures game rosters, because Brandon Wood certainly having a fantastic year. Here's a 2-1. Change up at the knees. Strike 2 calls. 2-2. Wood doesn't seem to be bothered by it all that much. There's a chance he'll be playing Olympic qualifying baseball in August, and that's a nice honor as well. The 2-2, a swing and a miss, and Greinke strikes Wood out with a curveball. Second time, Greinke is taking care of Wood with the same pitch. That one a little bit of a faster curve, not the big slow one. 2 outs, and Matt Brown coming up. Brown called out on strikes in the first inning. Looked at a third pitch fastball on the outside corner for Greinke's second strikeout. Greinke has now struck out 4 batters. Pitch to Matt. Low and away, ball 1. 2-2 score here in the top of the third. Thick cloud cover starting to come overhead. They say 40% chance showers during the night. Here's the 1-0. Brown takes inside, ball 2. But also a 40% chance of showers tomorrow afternoon when the Travs and the Wranglers are supposed to finish the series. Futures game, by the way, tomorrow starts at 3 p.m. There's the 2-0 to Brown. And he takes a fastball for strike 1. 2-1. It'll be on ESPN2, or those of you who are XM radio subscribers, it'll be on XM radio as well. I'll be listening to that down the highway after the game. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Brown. And a swing and a high fly ball in a straightaway center. Underneath that curve a little bit. Matt Maier underneath it, and he'll make the catch. It's Mitch Maier making the catch, and the Travelers are done to the third. They tie the game with 1 run on 1 hit. The Haynes triple and the Aaron Peel sacrifice fly tie the game 2-2. We'll go to the bottom of the third on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Your vehicle has just been... From the hilltops of Atlanta to the California sand. Come on, one day across the nation, yeah. I'm a burrito in every time.
Cerritos, 2834 North Hills Boulevard in North Little Rock, by Kroger's at North Hills and McCain. Go your own way with National Car Rental. Take a one-time trip and discover Arkansas. National's great weekend special is just what you need for a trip to the Ozarks. Or get your friends together and rent a minivan to historic Eureka Springs. National offers a wide choice of sizes and styles, from luxury cars to vans and sport utility vehicles. Unlimited mileage rates are available. National Car Rental has two convenient locations, Little Rock Airport and North Little Rock at 3919 Clock Avenue. See National Car Rental's ad in the Yellow Pages. Go your own way with National Car Rental.
1, 2.
We're at the supermarket checking out shopping lists.
Oh, here's mine.
Let's see. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, do I win?
Well, actually, you probably lose.
What?
Lose inches.
Oh.
These studies show that people following a proper reduced-calorie diet that included 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt every day had better weight loss results and trimmed more from their waistline than if they just cut calories alone. So eat 3 cool, creamy servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt a day.
Wow, I consider that a win.
Have you had your 3 today?
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
One here for Talk Communications. Sure, guys, Talk is your single reliable source.
Travelers 2, Wranglers 2 will go to the bottom of the third. Traveler fans are well versed in the dirtiest car in the parking lot. It's a promotion that is held at every single minor league ballpark. Never ceases to get chuckles, but apparently they use that dirtiest car in the parking lot promotion to show a brand new Cadillac Escalade on the scoreboard, which was purchased by a lady who came to the ballpark with her husband for his 38th birthday, and she basically let him know that that's his present on the scoreboard. The gentleman is sitting above the third base dugout, and he's the proud new owner of a gigantic Escalade, which is the most popular vehicle for baseball players after they're drafted. Damaso Espino leads off the third, and Chris Hunter fires outside for a ball. Hunter has set down 4 men in a row, and Espino the 9-hitter in the pitch. In the dirt, ball 2. Hunter in the first 2 innings has allowed 2 runs, 2 hits. Mitch Maier, a 2-out single in the first. Dee Brown followed with a home run to center. Travelers get a run in the second and a run in the third to tie it. And the 2-0 comes to Espino, bringing a fly ball into center field straight away. Evans, 1 step back, will wait. He'll come in that 1 step and make the catch. 5 set down in a row by Chris Hunter. We'll go to the top of the Wranglers order with Chris Lubanski.
From left field, number 19, Chris Lubanski.
Not only did they say that gentleman was given an Escalade for his birthday, but since it was his 38th birthday, he got 38 presents. Maybe he'll get one of those Wichita Arrows jerseys that the Wranglers are wearing today. Pretty slick-looking unis. I'd like to get one of those for myself. Here's Lubanski, left-hand batter, and Hunter's curve is outside, ball 1. Lubanski is 0 for 1 with a bounce out of the first, and is 5 for 15 in the series. Brown up at third base, couple of steps. Wood deep at short, up the middle. Here's the 1-0, and Lubanski pulls it on the ground foul outside first. As it skips to the right field bullpen, the count is 1-1. The lights are up here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium a little bit early. First 3 games of this series, there have barely been any clouds in the sky, but right now we've got some pretty heavy cloud cover. A little bit of darkness in the clouds above, but it doesn't appear that we are in danger of getting rained on for the moment. The 1-1, weak swing and a miss by Lubanski, fooled on the Chris Hunter slider. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Lubanski followed by Ángel Sánchez. And Hunter trying to keep it a tie score through 3 innings. Hunter's 1-2. Check swing on a low fastball, no appeal. 2 balls, 2 strikes on a former first-round pick of the Kansas City Royals, Chris Lubanski. Lubanski, Mitch Maier, and Dee Brown, along with Zack Greinke, the starter, all first-round picks. There's a 2-2. Check swing again, and he didn't go around. That time, Del Ciaro appealed. But that slider was low, and Lubanski held back. The count is full. Hunter's had some trouble throwing strikes during the season, but not today. He's going full on his 3rd hitter. Actually, 4th full count, and the 3-2. He walked him a low and outside fastball. Didn't miss by much. Just enough for Lubanski to take the base on balls, and that'll put Sanchez to the plate with a man on.
27, Ángel Sánchez.
Sanchez, a foul out of the first inning. He is 5 for 15 in the series with a double. It's 4 hits last night. Lubanski's short lead. And the pitch to Sanchez is inside from Hunter, ball 1. Sanchez has a pretty deft two-strike approach, and the Travs saw that last night, where Sanchez collected 3 of his 4 hits with 2 strikes. He really just tries to go the opposite way on a 2-strike count. On 1-0, he may just try to pull a little. Runner goes, and a swing and a foul ball lined into the box seat above the Arkansas dugout, and it's a ball and a strike on the Wranglers shortstop, Ángel Sánchez. Sanchez kind of reminds me of Alberto Callaspo, former Travelers shortstop and second baseman. Not much power, but a lot of base hits, not too much strikeouts, and a decent fielder. Open stance by Sanchez, and the 1-1 from Hunter skips away. Cut off the plate, bounces from Brent Del Fierro's left elbow and into the third base dugout. Stopping at second is Lubanski on the Chris Hunter wild pitch. So that'll be a 2-1 count on Sanchez. And the wild pitch thrown by Hunter is the 6th he has thrown this year. Chris uncorked 2 wild pitches in his last outing and sometimes has trouble finding the release point on his breaking ball. Count 2-1 on Sanchez with a go-ahead run at second. Sanchez has driven in 33 runs on the year, just 1 in the series. Here's a 2-1, and it's hit hard to second. A line drive caught by Eric Rodlin, and Lubanski's off the base. Rodlin flips to Brandon Wood for the double play at second. That'll end the third inning. No runs, no hits for the Wranglers, nobody left. Chris Hunter wiggles out of this third, and we are tied going into the top of the fourth. Travelers 2, Wranglers 2 on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
What if there were no bad drivers? What if everyone always followed the speed limit? What if 10-car pileups didn't exist? In a world like that, we'd all be better off. It's why Allstate is introducing 2 incentives to drive safe. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, you'll get cash off your renewal bill with a safe driving bonus. And for every year of safe driving, you'll get $100 off your deductible with deductible reward. Another year, another $100 off, up to $500. But it's not just about saving money. Safe driving also saves lives. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can get $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Deductible awards apply to collision coverage. Patent pending. Allstate Company and County Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and County Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Stone Lakes Golf Course is one of Central Arkansas's hidden sports gems. Located just 1 mile off I-440 on Faulkner Lake Road. Stone Lake features a unique link-style course and some of the most reasonable green speeds around, complete with driving range plus chipping and putting greens and a full-range snack bar. Stone Lakes has everything a good duffer needs. Check out a hole-by-hole description on stonelakes.net or call 945-0945 for Stone Lakes.
We are Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE, North Little Rock.
3 innings in the scorebook. We'll go to the fourth. Travelers 2 and the Wranglers 2 with Terry Evans leading off with a high, deep drive foul down the left field line. A foul ball home run hit by Terry Evans on the first pitch from Zack Greinke here in the top of the fourth. Travelers 2 runs on 5 hits with 1 error, leaving 2 men on base. Evans a strikeout of the second. He is 2 for 6 in these 2 games he's played with Arkansas. Here's an 0-1. Greinke's fastball a little low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wranglers a couple of runs on 2 hits and 1 error. The Wranglers haven't left anybody on base, and they've hit into 1 double play. Greinke's 1-1. There's at the knees. There's a strike, 1 and 2. Evans, a 5-hitter. Could expect to see him batting 5th the rest of the year with the Travs and certainly be in center field. And it also makes you wonder how many games will Dwayne Bacon be playing now. The 1-2. High bouncing ball to third. Loved by Kime. Quick throw, and Evans is out at first base by half step. A little delayed call by the first base umpire, Maiden. It looked like he got it right. Evans booking pretty hard down that first base line. He's got good speed. But Kime's throw barely beat him there. One away. And Greinke has set down 4 in a row ever since Nathan Haynes' leadoff triple in the 3rd inning. He would score on the Aaron Peel sac fly to tie it at 2. Now Greg Porter is the batter. Porter, a ground out in the 2nd, is 5 for 15 in the series. Greinke winds and deals. Porter swings and misses at a fastball which dove under his bat. Strike 1. 0-1 count on Porter with Bobby Wilson on deck, and Greinke delivers. It's a slider low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wichita Arrows, that is A-E-R-O-S. That's the throwback jerseys the Wranglers wear today. The 1-1, foul ball by Porter on a big cut over to the left side of the luxury suite. It bounces back to the third base dugout, off the dugout, and into the field of play. Still 1-2. The American Association where the Arrows play it is a 1-2 pitch to Porter. Swing and a miss, and that is strikeout number 5 for Zack Greinke. That was a high fastball. 2 away in the 4th, and Bobby Wilson coming up. The American Association expanded in 1970, and they brought Wichita into the fold. They were an Indians affiliate. The Arrows switched affiliates to the Chicago Cubs in the late 70s and joined the Rangers affiliate before joining with the Expos. Their last affiliate is AAA with the Cincinnati Reds. There's a pop-up by Bobby Wilson behind the plate. Espino has a play in foul territory, and the catcher brings it in. And the Travelers go down in order very quickly here in the 4th inning. So that is the first 1-2-3 inning thrown by Zack Greinke. And the Travelers are still tied with Wichita 2-2. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Want to buy a new car? Take a dream vacation, remodel your home, or finance just about anything? You can use the equity in your home to make it happen. Right now, Arkansas Federal Credit Union has a home equity line of credit with a 4-month fixed rate as low as 4.5% annual percentage rate with absolutely no fees. Plus, it's easier than ever to access your home equity loan using Arkansas Federal's Visa Platinum credit card. No checks, no hassles. Apply online at afcu.org or call 982-1000.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell.
My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space.
I would not.
Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense.
Zero is for the 0 calories.
To stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that?
I wish I could speculate on that, sir.
The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
For 30 seasons, Jim Elder was the radio voice of the Arkansas Travelers. Fans knew him as the human encyclopedia of sports knowledge from baseball to horse racing to football. Jim knew it all, but Jim Elder was about much more than sports. He also loved to help kids, and that's why his friends and family started the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. The fund helps organizations that teach kids about life through sports, like Parks, RBI Baseball at Lamar Porter Field, the First Tee, Arkansas Sheriff's Youth Ranch, and kids clinics with the Arkansas Travelers. Jim Elder's legend will live on in Arkansas through the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. See them online at jimelder.org.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Going into the last of the 4th inning here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium along the banks of the Arkansas River. Downtown Wichita opens up right in front of the ballpark. Gorgeous sight. Tough times for baseball here in the city of Wichita, Kansas, at least as far as professional baseball is concerned. The city of Wichita in danger of losing their team to Springdale, Arkansas. Springdale citizens will be voting for the 1% sales tax increase on Tuesday. And the people here in Wichita are very aware that they could be losing the team, yet still not a great crowd tonight. A decent crowd. Mitch Maier leads off the 4th. First pitch is in there for a strike. 2-2 score. Rounds out hitting the Wranglers 5-2. Both Wichita runs coming on a 2-run homer in the 1st by Dee Brown. Brown is on deck. Maier singles and scored. And here's a high fly by Maier into deep right field. Haynes is going to let it go over his head. It is over the fence. A home run for Mitch Maier. And that'll put the Wranglers back in front. Maier's second home run in 2 games, his 10th of the year. So all 3 runs for the Wranglers coming on homers. Very much like last night's game, where Dee Brown hit a solo homer and Mitch Maier hit a 2-run homer. Well, today it's a little bit different. Today, Brown hit a 2-run homer and Maier hits a solo shot. And now it's Brown coming up. Hunter now allowing 14 home runs on the year. Here's a pitch to Brown. Strike on the outside corner. Brown has now taken Hunter deep in each of the last 2 times they faced each other. Chris comes home with the 0-1, and Brown hits a high fly ball into right field. Haynes is waiting for that one. It's medium depth. Nathan makes the catch for out number 1. Brown now 1 for 2. Donnie Murphy comes up. Traveler pitchers this year have now allowed a total of 104 homers. 104 home runs. That is so far ahead of the next team in the league. 26 homers than the other team that's allowed the second most homers. The Tulsa Drillers are giving them 78. Batter now Donnie Murphy takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. A few Traveler pitchers that have allowed 10 or more homers this year. Hunter is one of them with 14. Pitch on the way. The 0-1 is a line drive in the left field. The Keel is there, drifting back to make the catch, out number 2. 14 homers allowed by Hunter. Rafael Rodriguez has given up 19 homers. And Daniel Davidson has surrendered a dozen. Two outs, nobody on for Matt Tupman as Murphy goes 0 for 2. Tupman a strikeout in the second. That's the 26th strikeout of his season. Pitch on the way and a line drive into center and a base hit for Matt Tupman. 2-out single, the Wranglers' 4th base hit of the night. Wichita leading 3-2, and Adam Kimes standing in.
The Wranglers, the third baseman, number 4, Adam Kimes.
Hunter got time to fly out in the second to straightaway center. Now Kimes bats with 2 outs. And Tupman at first, the Wranglers leading by 1. Hunter sets and delivers. His fastball is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Chris giving up the home run here in the 4th. ERA in the 4th inning over 8 now. High set position by Chris. And the 1-0 to Kimes is down in the dirt. Ball 2. Chris Hunter's 7.14 ERA, one of the highest in the Texas League. Rafael Rodriguez holding a higher ERA at 7.71, last night's Traveler starter. Throw to first base and Tupman back in. Both Hunter and Rodriguez have pitched about the same amount of innings. Hunter now at about 74 innings. Rafael with 72 and a third. Here's the 2-0. And a hard ground ball to third base. Scooped up by Brown. He's going to flip to second, and they force out Tupman for the last out of the 4th inning. Wranglers get the leadoff homer by Mitch Maier and take the lead into the 5th. Wichita 3 and the Travelers 2 on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
My mother said, no daughter of mine is driving a truck. I'm an 18-wheeling, double-clutching lady truck driver. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. BC powder is this trucker's best friend. My day starts at 4 a.m. and ends 12 hours later. Out here on the road, there's a million things that's happening at once. I take BC for stress headaches, backache. I just can't pull over when my head's pounding. The reason I take BC is because it's fast and it works. I'm Carolyn from Ashbury, NC, and my pain reliever is BC.
Use direct. Ag Pro knows you're patient. You've had your eye on a certain green and yellow tractor for some time now. But here's a thought. Visit your local John Deere dealer for an innocent test drive. Sit in that yellow seat and feel that rugged quality. Then run the numbers. You may find you've underrated the value of a John Deere and overrated the value of patience. After all, nothing runs like a Deere. Test drive the John Deere of your choice today at Ag Pro Central Arkansas, 10504 Maumelle Boulevard, North Little Rock.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Trans and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Congratulations, Heather Henderson. You are the winner tonight.
First of the fifth inning with the Travelers trailing 3-2 against the Wichita Wranglers. Wranglers lead this 5-game series 2-1, winning the last 2 games by a combined 3-run difference. Travelers picked up the win 1-0 Wednesday, lose 10-8 Thursday, and lost last night 9-8. Brent Del Chiaro, owner of an RBI single in the second, will lead off the fifth against Zack Greinke. And Greinke's pitch is popped up. It'll go to shallow left field, where Ángel Sánchez backs away from the left fielder, and Lubanski makes the catch coming in. 7th consecutive out retired by Greinke. And Eric Rodland coming up. Checking Texas League scores. The Frisco Rough Riders hold a 2-0 lead at Corpus Christi in the top of the 4th inning. The Hooks start today with a 12-3 record, 3-game lead over San Antonio. The Mission snapped a 4-game losing streak last night with a win over Midland, with the Rockhounds leading 1-0 in the third on a Mark Kiger home run. Been a while since we'd heard Kiger's name for Midland. Here's Rodland showing bunt, taking high, ball 1. Springfield all of a sudden starting to play some good baseball after dropping 10 of 11. The Cardinals have won 3 straight, and Springfield has a 4-0 lead at Tulsa. At the bottom of the 4th inning, Mike McCoy has hit his second homer for the Cards. 1-0 to Rodland, swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch, and it's a ball and a strike on Eric Rodland. Rodland a ground out in the second inning. He is 0 for 1 tonight and 3 for 11 in the series. 1 out, nobody on. The Wranglers leading 3-2. Greinke delivers, and Rodland hits a flare up the middle. It gets by the second baseman Murphy for a base hit. So Rodland snaps that streak of 7 straight outs by Greinke. And now we'll go to the top of the order with Nathan Haynes. I mentioned about the throwback jerseys that the Wranglers are wearing today, style of the old Wichita Arrows. These Arrows jerseys would have been when they were an Expos affiliate in the early 80s. Interestingly, the city of Wichita lost their AAA affiliate in the mid-80s when the owner, Milton Glickman, sold to the Rich family. Here's a pitch. And Haynes chops the second, could be 2. Murphy over to shortstop Sanchez for the out. The relay in time for the inning-ending double play. 4-6-3 on the twin killing that Haynes bounces into, ends the 5th. We'll have to tell you why it's interesting that Bob Rich purchased the Wichita Arrows. After this commercial break, Wichita 3, the Travelers 2, last of the 5th next on Air America Little Rock 1380.
You know, to become the best barbecue restaurant in Little Rock, it takes dedicated people like us here at the Pig and Chick that are willing to wake up with the pigs to make sure that we bring home the best of the best in them hogs. Now, it's not the job for everyone, but you got to do what you got to do to make sure that every day is the best dang hog day ever. And here at the Pig and Chick, it's always the best. We slow cook our barbecues daily, making sure that it's lit, hugging good. Heck, we're known as the Great American Barbecue House here in Little Rock. We're also known around these parts as having the best dang catfish anywhere. So no matter what you're in the mood for, ribs, catfish, chicken, here at Pig and Chick, you'll always get the best meal in town. So come join us for lunch, dinner, or even let us cater your next event. Here at Pig and Chick, we take catering seriously, and we're going to make sure that your event is a huge success.
Pig in or pig out at Pig and Chick, located at 7824 JFK in Sherwood. Call us for takeout at 834-5456. And it's the same number for catering, 834-5456. Here at Pig and Chick, people start pigging out at 10:30 a.m. daily and don't stop till 9 p.m. Oh, by the way, did I mention the catfish?
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
You'll score big with your family with favorites like creamy milkshakes and smoothies. Don't forget the dairy. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Once again, fans, don't forget your chance.
We come into the bottom of the fifth inning with the Wichita Wranglers leading 3-2 against the Arkansas Travelers. Travs coming in today with a 6-9 second half record, 4 games back of the Wranglers for first. Arkansas 30-54 overall. They come into this series winners of 3 of 5 against the Tulsa Drillers and 1 on Wednesday before dropping the last 2 games. Arkansas has had 3-run leads vanish the last couple of nights, but now the Travs down by a run as Kila Ka'aihue leads off the fifth and Chris Hunter comes home. First pitch is lined to first base and Greg Porter right there to make the catch, 1 away. I mentioned at the last out of the top of the fifth inning that the Wichita Arrows, the team that they're paying homage to tonight with Throwback Night, was sold to Bob Rich. Moved the team to Buffalo, New York, where they became the Buffalo Bisons. The Rich family felt like they had taken a team away from a city that deserved baseball, and so they brought Texas League baseball to Wichita instead. Pitch on the way, and it's inside to the number 9 batter, Espino, ball 1. Espino flied out in the third. He is 0 for 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hunter has set down 4 of 5 hitters. He's looking good tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And the fastball is at the letters of strike, 1-1. And now, well, the Wranglers came in here in '87, named the Pilots in their first few years in the Texas League. 19 years later, they're in danger of leaving town. The 1-1, a chopper to short, and Wood, waiting for the second big bounce, his throw, and he gets the second out. Now, I'm going to talk about my own opinion here for a moment. The city of Wichita knows that they're in danger of losing this team. The city council yesterday had a meeting and a press conference. They wore Wichita Wranglers ball caps and jerseys and even told a writer from the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette Northwest edition that had come to cover that meeting that when Springdale builds their ballpark, they'll send the Wranglers down there to play it. I doubt it. I think this team is leaving town after next year. I haven't heard a word from the Rich family, the owner. That's why I think this team is gone. Here's Lubanski, and he takes outside a ball. Lubanski is grounded out and walks. I think it would be terrible for the city of Wichita to not be part of professional baseball. They've got a great, rich baseball history. A 1-0 pitch outside of Lubanski, 2-0. I guess the baseball history in Springdale, Arkansas, well, I don't know if there's any baseball history up there. Maybe there was a team in the Cotton States League or the old Arkansas State League. But they'd be a brand-new baseball market. Wichita's had pro ball a long time. The 2-0 pitch is a strike to Lubanski on the outside corner. Left-hand batter is grounded out and walked. 0 for 1 today. 2 outs, nobody on base. And I just have a feeling. Call it woman's intuition. This team's out of town after next year. The 2-1, strike 2 on the outside corner, 2-2. Hunter has struck out 1 hitter. It's 2-2 to Lubanski. A little low, and Lubanski laid off the slider. That's the pitch that Hunter used to strike out Matt Tupman in the second inning. And interestingly, the only batter that Hunter has struck out is the toughest hitter to strike out in this Wichita lineup. Hunter has issued 1 walk. That was to Lubanski in the third on a 3-2 pitch. And now another 3-2 pitch to him. And he takes outside. He'll walk with 2 outs. Ángel Sánchez coming up next.
Number 27, Ángel Sánchez.
3-2 Wichita here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Wranglers getting all 3 runs on homers. Dee Brown, a 2-run shot of the first, his 7th. Mitch Maier's 10th home run led off the 4th. Sánchez 0 for 2. Hit a hard line drive in the 3rd inning right to second base, where Eric Rodland started a double play. Pitch on the way, pitch out, nothing doing. Lubanski holds. Lubanski made it to second base in the 3rd on Hunter's wild pitch. He threw a slider into the dirt, but Lubanski would get doubled off of second base. He was moving on the line out by Sánchez. Outfield plays for Sanchez to go the other way. Haynes close to the line, playing in. And the 1-0. There's a fastball low from Hunter, ball 2. City of Wichita has had professional baseball since since way back in the teens. They've had great names come through Wichita. The Wichita Jobbers, the Wichita Aviators, the Pilots, the Arrows. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Chopper up the middle. Wood giving chase. Gets to it and back to second. Quick shuffle to Rodland for the force out at second, and the 5th inning comes to a close. So the Wranglers in the 5th, no runs, no hit, and a man stranded. After 5 innings at Lawrence Dumont, it's the Travelers trailing Wichita 3-2 on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Hey, Gary Eubanks and Associates, you've heard us talk about what we bring to the table. You ask what that means to you. Well, these verdicts and settlements are real results we've achieved for our clients, as large as $19 million for one case. While facts differ and results vary on each case, you should put this experience on your side. Insurance companies notice, and that creates settlement. And remember, at Gary Eubanks and Associates, we'll win your case, or you don't owe us a dime.
1, 2, 3.
We're at the supermarket checking out shopping lists.
Oh, here's mine.
Let's see. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, do I win?
Well, actually, you probably lose.
What?
Lose inches.
Oh.
These studies show that people following a proper reduced calorie diet that included 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt every day had better weight loss results and trimmed more from their waistline than if they just cut calories alone. So eat 3 cool, creamy servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt a day.
Wow, I consider that a win.
Have you had your 3 today?
Want to buy a new car? Take a dream vacation, remodel your home, or finance just about anything? You can use the equity in your home to make it happen. Right now, Arkansas Federal Credit Union has a home equity line of credit with a 4-month fixed rate as low as 4.5% annual percentage rate with absolutely no fees. Plus, it's easier than ever to access your home equity loan using Arkansas Federal's Visa Platinum credit card. No checks, no hassles. Apply online at afcu.org or call 982-1000.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Go to the top of the 6th inning. Wranglers leading 3-2. Aaron Peel leads off. Zack Greinke throws a curveball for strike 1. Greinke in 5 innings, allowing 6 hits and a couple of runs. Peel drove the last run home with a sacrifice fly in the 3rd, but he's out in front of a curve here and misses. Strike 2. Phil Elson with you on the broadcast. Travelers looking to even this series at 2 games apiece and set up a rubber match tomorrow. They're trailing going into the last 4 innings. Peel, a single and a sacrifice fly, and Greinke's 0-2. Off the outside corner, ball 1. Brandon Wood on deck, then Matt Brown. Middle of the order today hasn't done much. Wood, Brown, Evans, and Porter have combined to go 0 for 8. Travelers 6 base hits. Nathan Haynes has a couple of them. The 1-2 to Aaron Peel. Swing and a miss on the curve, and that is strikeout number 6 for Zack Greinke. Curveball's been his best pitch tonight, and he's been throwing a lot of breaking stuff. Every once in a while on a fastball, mostly breaking pitches. 1 out, and Brandon Wood coming up. Wood has struck out both at-bats. First inning on a curve, 3rd inning on a curve. Zack Greinke's first pitch to Wood. Went in front of the curveball and nubbed it foul along the first base side, strike 1. Wood now 2 for 15 in the series, struggling a little bit after a fine homestand. Wranglers have been throwing a lot of high fastballs to Wood. Greinke crossing things up a little and going with off-speed and breaking pitches down. He's also been able to get Wood to chase a couple of high fastballs. Greinke ahead 0-1. He's got the ball in his palm out of his glove. Now the windup in the 0-1. And there's the curve, and Wood lays off. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of room on the left side of second base for Wood. Greinke pitching very carefully right now. A 1-1 pitch to Brandon. Fastball high and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. I mentioned earlier how quickly Greinke got to the major leagues. It's his 3rd season. He pitched in the majors at the age of 19. Here's a 2-1, and Wood swings and misses at a slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Greinke drafted 6th overall out of Apopka High School in the 2002 draft. He made 9 starts with the Wranglers in 2003 on his way up. 2-2 to Wood. High and inside with a fastball. And the count is full. Greinke has issued no walks. And again, struck out 6, including Wood twice. And the first batter of the 6th inning, Peel went down swinging at a curveball. Here's the payoff. And it is inside. Wood takes the base on ball. Greinke went to that same curveball. A little bit of a sharper pitch. And it missed the inside corner, and Wood is on base for the first time. Matt Brown will come up. Greinke was 4-3 with Wichita in 9 starts in 03. 3.23 ERA. He was sent up to AAA Omaha to start the next year, 2004. And after just 6 starts, the Royals pulled him up to the majors. We put together a pretty impressive 8-11 season with a 3.97 ERA. Brown standing in. He is 0 for 2. A call it out on strikes in the first. And a fly to center in the third. And the stretch by Greinke, a throw to first base. A short throw, and Wood gets back in. Greinke taking a long look in for the sign. 3-2 Wichita, top of the 6th. Wood not taking a big lead. And the pitch to Brown. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The following season, 2005, Greinke was going to be one of the anchors in the Royals rotation and had a miserable season. His ERA went up almost 2 full runs to 5.80. And he posted the most losses in the American League at 17. Had only 5 wins. Greinke at the belt. The 0-1 to Brown is fouled in the air over the first base seat. Strike 2. Brown with 3 hits in the series, a home run and 2 singles. Looking for his first time on base today. Still Wood taking that non-aggressive lead. Greinke's pitch. Fastball caught him looking for the second time on the outside corner. Brown disagreeing with the plate umpire, but Matt will walk away. 2 outs, and let's strike out number 7 for Greinke. Perfect position on that fastball, right on the black. Nothing Brown could have done except try to look for that pitch and maybe foul it off. Gary Evans is 0 for 2. Evans a strikeout of the 2nd and a ground out on the 4th. Greinke deal. Chopper to third base, very high. Loved in fair territory by Keim. Long throw from foul ground. Got the out, and the inning is over. Second time the Keim throw has just beaten Evans to first base as the Travelers get no runs, no hits, and leave a man on base in the 6th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Wichita leading 3-2. This is Traveler Baseball on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
At one time or another, we all want to change the world in which we live, make it a better place. Introducing the new ITT Tech School of Criminal Justice. At ITT Tech, we now teach the fundamentals of the criminal justice system, along with the technology to help respond to and prevent crime. ITT Technical Institute School of Criminal Justice. Education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
You signaled your turn. You merged without cutting anyone off. You stopped because the light was red. Through rain and sleet, through dark of night, 365 1/4 days a year, you drive safely. Now Allstate rewards you for being the hero you are. Introducing the Safe Driving Bonus. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, Allstate will give you an extra bonus. actual cash off your renewal bill. That's on top of any discounts you've already received. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's all, Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can start earning your safe driving bonus the day you sign up. Features optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
The largest baseball tournament in the world.
Going through 5.5 innings here at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Travelers down 3-2 to the Wichita Wranglers. Chris Hunter back on the hill for his 6th inning of work. Hunter over 5 innings has scattered 4 base hits, but he's given up 2 home runs, and those are all the runs he's allowed. 2-run homer by Dee Brown in the 1st. Solo shot by Mitch Maier in the 4th. Maier and Brown are the first 2 batters for Hunter to face here in inning number 6. Maier is 2 for 2 off of Chris. That's half of their hit total. First inning single and the home run on the 4th went to right field. Pitch to the left-hander. Is outside for ball 1. Maier now with 2 homers in the series, and he's driven in 5. Fine series for this center fielder who made a great catch last night over the shoulder. Here's the 1-0, and it's grounded off of the mound. Towards second, Rodland scoops, off-balance throw. Maier is out at first. Looks like Hunter got a piece of that ground ball, so it'll be a 1-4-3 put out at first base with a very close play for the first out of the inning. Coming up now, Dee Brown. Brown stands in. We'll have a look at the Southwest Airlines Major League scoreboard. We've got a couple of finals, actually a bunch of finals in the National League, with the Giants beating the Dodgers 11-7. Ray Durham, Noah Lowry, and Moises Alou hit homers. Lowry, the pitcher, also picked up his 4th win. It's to Brown. Hard ground ball to second. Backhand by Eric Rodland. Easy throw, and there's 2 outs on just 3 pitches. The Mets bang out 16 hits and beat up on the Florida Marlins 17-3. Wichita native Brad Pelfrey picks up his first Major League win in his Major League debut. A Wichita State product. Ricky Nolasco takes the loss. Carlos Beltran hit his 25th home run. Cliff Floyd and John Valentine also going deep. Murphy, the batter, he's 0 for 2, and Hunter's pitch is popped up down the right field line. Haynes coming in. In fair territory, Haynes makes the catch, and that'll end the 6th inning. Chris Hunter gets 3 outs on 4 pitches. And that'll take us into the 7th with Wichita leading 3-2 on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Is your house looking a bit under the weather? Have extreme weather conditions taken their toll on your home's exterior? The solution isn't more paint. It's weather-resistant vinyl siding from Sears Home Central. Call Sears now for a free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Sears vinyl siding resists tough weather and keeps your home looking great for years. It has the attractive look of freshly painted wood, yet you'll never need to scrape and paint your home again because vinyl siding from Sears is virtually maintenance-free. Best of all, Sears makes getting your new siding job easy and affordable. Just call Sears now for your free in-home estimate at 1-800-531-7785. Not available in all areas. Services and materials provided by a Sears authorized contractor. License numbers available on request. So if your house is looking under the weather, call Sears for vinyl siding now. 1-800-531-7785. That's 1-800-531-7785.
Claude Markham on working in the United States Navy.
I'm an aviation ordnance second class. It's an indescribable feeling being up on the flight deck and just being next to them, pulling the pin from the weapon launcher before they take off. It's a big rush inside, and not many people my age can do the job that I do out in the outside at such a young age.
Most jobs reveal what you do. Ours reveal who you are. To learn more, check out Navy.com or call 1-800-USA-NAVY. Navy. Accelerate your life.
Faithfully chronicling the Bush administration implosion. Air America Little Rock. 1380 KDXE North Little Rock.
6 innings in the Big Bat scorebook, and we're going to go into the 7th. Wranglers leading by a 3-2 score, and Zack Greinke has thrown very Good game today. 6 innings, allowing only 6 hits and a couple of runs, but Greinke walks off the mound at the start of this inning. He was about to throw a pitch to Greg Porter when he just walked off the mound. Frank White, the Wichita manager, and Larry Carter meet him at the third base foul line, along with the trainer, Charles Ledden. And they are talking with Greinke. They get a left-hander warming up in the bullpen. Can't quite figure what the deal is here. Greinke is thrown to 79 pitches. He's talking amiably along with Ledden, the trainer. And it looks like they're going to be making a pitching change here. So Greinke comes out for the 7th inning and then walks off. I'm not sure if Greinke wanted to come out of the game. Looks like they're bringing Nate Holscher on instead. And so a very odd pitching change to start the 7th inning. We'll take a 60-second break for the AT&T call to the bullpen. Talk, surf, watch, go, and save. Do it all and get it all with services from the new AT&T, Your World Delivered. It's Holscher on the mound for the Wranglers, 3-2 Wichita. On Air America, Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
Kirk Woolsey, we happen to know that you are the world's worst backseat driver, which means, Kirk, that you like to be in control. So check out ATT.com. You can see all our best deals, like 12 months of true high-speed internet for just $12.99 a month when you order online. If you switch from your old cable company, you can get 3 months free. And with AT&T Account Manager, you can see your account activity, add services, and pay your bills online, all in one place. So that's Kirk's world. For everybody who's not Kirk, if ATT.com can deliver online control to him, it can do the same for you. Switch to the new AT&T at ATT.com, and you'll be in the driver's seat, as long as you're not riding with Kirk. SBC is now the new AT&T. The new AT&T, your world, delivered.
Taxes, other charges, and federal universal service costs recovery extra. High-speed internet will service had after 3 months paid service and excludes at USF cost recovery and other fees. For details of additional charges, restrictions, and requirements, call 1-866-416-6471 toll-free or visit AT&T.com for other details. Not available in all areas.
We've got an upside-down Montreal logo for their Wichita logo. The Wranglers bring on Nate Holscher for the 7th inning after Zack Greinke. Not only had he come out to pitch the 7th inning, he had warmed up. The catcher, Damaso Espino, threw to second base. Greinke was about to throw a pitch to Greg Porter when Frank White and Larry Carter, the manager and pitching coach of the Wranglers, came out of the dugout and brought Greinke over to the third base line. And it was, I guess, time to make a pitching change. His pitch count, there's no way that Greinke's pitch count is 79 or 80. And he threw a 9-inning complete game last time out, and you don't throw 9 innings with 79 pitches. So it's Holscher to come on in relief. Left-hand pitcher, Holscher in his 2nd year in the Texas League. No wins, 5 losses, 3 saves, and a very respectable 356 earned run average. Holscher is brought on to face Greg Porter, then Bobby Wilson and Brent Del Chiaro. Porter 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Greinke had allowed only 2 base runners out of the last 4 innings. Let's see how the Travs respond to a new pitcher as Holscher comes from the stretch to Porter. A high fastball, and it is 1-0. Greinke's line, 6 innings, 6 base hits. The 2 runs are earned. He walked 1 batter and struck out 7. He's in line for the win, and the pitch to Porter turns him around. He spins away, and it's ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Going back to the Southwest Airlines Major League scores, Atlanta beat the Reds 4-1 with John Smoltz winning his 5th and Jeff Brancourt hitting his 16th home run. 2-0 to Gregg, a cut and a miss with a high slider, 2-1. Second game of a doubleheader was when the Mets shellacked the Marlins. The first game, the Marlins won 3-2. 3 homers, Miguel Cabrera, Josh Willingham, and Hanley Ramirez. A 2-1 pitch. A little bit low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Cardinals beat the Astros 7-6. In 10 innings, Roy Oswalt gets the loss in relief. Bouncing ball foul by Porter down the right side. It's 3-2. Albert Pujols hits a winning home run of the 10th inning, his 29th. Scott Spezio also homered for the Redbirds, and Jason Isringhausen got the win. Cardinals trailed by 2 in the 9th, and they came back to tie it and win in 10 innings. Holscher's 3-2 to Porter. Outside, ball 4, and Porter starts the 7th with a walk. Second Traveler batter to walk today. And now it's Bobby Wilson standing in.
Number 10, Bobby Wilson.
Wilson, a double in the second. He would score on Brent Del Chiaro's base hit. Wilson fouled out in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. Wranglers leading by a run here in the top of the 7th. A 3-2 score. Things cooling off. And here's the stretch by Holscher. Throws to first base. Porter back in, and Wilson gave away the idea. He showed bunt. See if Ty Boykin crosses things up now. Kime, the third baseman, comes over to the mound. Signals to the infielders. Holscher lets him signal, and the left-hander leans in. Ball behind his back. Porter off of first. 1-run game. And another throw back over. And Porter walks back ahead of the throw. Boston beat the White Sox 9-6. Big Papi hit his 31st home run to lead the majors. Josh Beckett, his 11th win. Jonathan Papelbon saved number 26. The pitch, slug bunt, but he missed. Strike 1. Wilson brought the bat towards the plate, shortened up, squared around, and then brought it back and took a cut at a slider from Holscher. 0-1 the count. Holscher throws to first again. He fooled his first baseman, Ka'aihue. He was charging in. But luckily for Holscher, Ka'aihue was able to reach out and bring in the baseball. Otherwise, Porter would have had second base easily. Holscher's moved that good that he fooled his own first baseman. Perhaps Ka'aihue not paying good attention. Now the pitch. Wilson bunts towards the mound. Holscher throws to second, and Porter is forced out. The relay to first in time, and Wilson, instead of bunting the runner-up, bunts into a double play. That goes 1-6-3. The second double play the Travs have hit into tonight. Now Brent Del Chiaro will stand in. 2 outs, nobody on base. Del Chiaro, a single to drive a run home in the second. And a fly out to left in the 5th. Pitch on the way. Down and in, ball 1. The Angels tonight leading at Oakland 2-0 in the 3rd. Mike Torres hit a homer. Pitch to Del Chiaro, fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. How about the game thrown by John Lackey last night? The former Traveler allows a double to the first batter he faces and then proceeds to set down the next 27 hitters. He called that a perfect game -1. Struck out 10. The bad news for the Angels was Orlando Cabrera's on-base streak ended at 63, which is the 6th highest streak in Major League history. Here's a 1-1 to Del Chiaro. Another pop foul out of play. Lackey's game reminds me of something that happened to Babe Ruth in the late 19 teens when he was pitching for the Red Sox. He, I believe it was against the Washington Senators, issued a leadoff walk, argued with the umpire, and got thrown out of the game. Ernie Shore came in and proceeded to set down 27 straight. There's a foul straight back by Del Chiaro, and the count is 1-2. Shore didn't get credit for a perfect game because he came in relief and had a runner on base. But he still gets credit for pitching one of the great games in baseball history, and you take into account that obviously Shore didn't know he was going to be pitching that day. He didn't get much of a chance to warm up. You still set down 27 straight hitters. That was on June 23rd, 1917 against the Senators. The The 1-2 pitch is inside. And a 2-2 count on Brent Altiaro. Actually calls Shore's game an unofficial perfect game. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A little note there. Ernie Shore they have the baseball field in Winston-Salem where the single-A Warthogs play is named after Ernie Shore. It's his hometown. So the Travelers nothing doing here in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to the last of the 7th. Wichita 3 and the Travelers 2 on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Sid Gutierrez had a childhood much like you'd expect growing up in 1960s New Mexico. A lot of sun, a lot of sky, and a lot of dreams about what you might be when you grow up. After school, many of Sid's friends went on to work for local factories and businesses. Some moved away, but none moved as far away as Sid. Sid Gutierrez is recognized as the first Hispanic to pilot a space shuttle, and he's a member of the International Space Hall of Fame. But before he went into space, he went to Webster University. I'm Bob Costas, member of the board of Webster University. All Webster campuses around the world share the same belief. Education is more than just a degree. It's real knowledge, for real-world success.
Here's the wind-up. It's on the way, and you can catch the Travs online at www.travs.com. The Arkansas Travelers have one of minor league baseball's most user-friendly websites with easy access to Travs game stories, up-to-date stats, and Texas League standings. You'll be informed about the Travs online at travs.com. Purchase tickets, Travs souvenirs, listen to the game. Hey, if you could buy hot dogs and popcorn on the website, it'd be like coming to the old ballpark. See us online, www.travs.com.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Fans, if you haven't yet seen a beer on the Arrows uniform, if you want to take home, this is your last chance.
3-2 Wichita, last of the 7th inning, and Chris Hunter coming on for another inning of work. Fine start for Chris tonight. Although he is still trailing by a run, the Travs offense is stymied a little.
Number 6, Matt Tupman.
Hunter has not allowed a base hit since Matt Tupman singled with 2 outs in the 4th inning. He has retired 7 of 8 since. Tupman leads off the 7th. Hunter in 6 innings has scattered only 4 base hits, allowing 3 runs all earned. All 3 runs coming on homers. Dee Brown, a 2-run shot of the 1st. Mitch Maier led off the 4th with a home run. Now Tupman, who is 1 for 2, and the pitch is high, ball 1. Kyle Edens is working in the Traveler bullpen, but Hunter has thrown just 78 pitches to get through 6 innings. A 1-0 count on Tupman with time and Ka'aihue next. Hunter's pitch is wide, ball 2. Travelers getting there 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. And haven't come close to scoring for the last 4 innings. Hunter's 2-0 pitch on the way. Tupman fouls it in the air over the bleachers in left field. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hunter is replacing James Holcomb in the Travelers starting rotation. With Holcomb back on his 2nd stint on the disabled list. With soreness in his lower back. The 2-1 pitch. Tupman takes outside, ball 3. Not sure how long Holcomb will be on the DL, but it may be a while. There's a 3-1 to Tupman, and it's outside. Hunter issues his 3rd walk. Dangerous leadoff walk, bringing Kime to the plate.
Coming to the Wranglers, the third baseman, number 4, Kila Ka'aihue.
Kime is 0 for 2 with a fly to center and a fielder's choice to third base. Time is called from the Traveler bench, and Tyrone Boykin has emerged from the dugout. Boykin has not made the call to the bullpen yet. He is walking to talk with Chris Hunter. Edens has only had a couple of minutes to get his right arm loose. Traveler fans, we've got plenty of giveaways coming up during the next homestand. Trav's baseball cards for the first 500 paid kids on Thursday night, courtesy of Dr. Pepper and Comcast. Tailgate stools for the first 1,000 paid adults on Friday, courtesy of Coca-Cola and Fox 16. And then we'll wrap up the homestand with a Saturday night doubleheader against Corpus Christi 1 week from today, with the first 1,000 paid adults receiving a free Ray Winder Field commemorative cap, courtesy of Firewise, Arkansas Forestry Commission, and KARK. Boykin's going to make the move. He's taking Hunter out of the game after the leadoff walk. And it will be Kyle Edens coming from the bullpen. Call to the bullpen brought to you by the new AT&T. Save a bundle on services from AT&T like high-speed internet, satellite television, voice services, and wireless. The new AT&T, your world, delivered. Travelers trailing 3-2, last of the seventh. We'll take a 60-second break on Air America Little Rock 1380.
This is for Laura. Laura, what's up with those CDs you borrowed from Mariana and never gave back, huh? Listen, if you need music, sign up with the new AT&T. Get digital satellite TV so you can watch concerts, and high-speed internet so you can get the music you want fast. And give Mariana her CDs back. All that, plus local and long distance for under $90. So that's Laura's world. For everybody that's not Laura, if we can deliver options to her, we can deliver the right plan for you, too. Digital satellite TV, high-speed internet, and local and long distance for under $90. Add Singular Wireless and save even more. Call 1-800-PICK-ATT or visit thenewatt.com today. Oh, and Mariana, you're welcome. SBC, now joined with AT&T, proud sponsor of the 2006 U.S. Olympic team. The new AT&T, your world, delivered.
Taxes, other charges, and the Federal Universal Service Cost Recovery Fee Extra. For details of additional charges, restrictions, and requirements, call 1-866-270-0397 toll-free or visit att.com/bundle details. Not available in all areas.
Bottom of the seventh inning, Kyle Edens has replaced Chris Hunter after the leadoff walk, put Matt Tupman aboard. Edens, the native of San Antonio, makes his home in Fort Worth, enters his ninth game with the Travs. 1 win, 1 loss, and a 5.30 earned run average. Adam Keim is the first batter for Edens to work against. Matt Brown, the third baseman, plays off with Tupman taking the lead at first. Edens a long set position, and he'll step off as time called at the plate. Travelers 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. The Wranglers 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. All 3 runs for Wichita coming on homers. Travs getting their runs on an RBI single by Brent Del Chiaro and an Aaron Peel sacrifice fly that brought home Nathan Haynes. Now a pitch on the way, and Keim takes a called strike on the Edens fastball to the knees, 0-1. First game for Kyle since Monday when he went 3 2/3 of strong baseball against the Tulsa Drillers. Gave up a run on 4 hits in 3 2/3. He's been a long reliever, working over 2 innings in all but 2 of his 8 appearances. Throw to first, and quickly getting back is Tupman. Chris Hunter worked 6+ innings, issuing 3 walks, allowing 4 hits, and surrendered 2 homers. 3 runs all earned, and responsible for Tupman. Here's the 0-1 to Keim, a pop fly down the right field line. Drifting to foul territory, Greg Porter has a chance. He makes an awkward-looking catch, but he did bring it in, and that is out number 1. That was a pretty tough play, as Porter had to run towards the Traveler bullpen with his back to the infield and had to try to measure that over his shoulder, and once he reached out for it, kind of tiptoed and jumped all in the same motion, but still brought it in. 1 away, and here is Kila Ka'aihue. Ka'aihue is 0 for 2. He is grounded out and lined to first. Porter holding Tupman on, and the pitch. Check swing. It's a fastball from Edens. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Last couple of nights, it's been the Wranglers coming back in the last 3 innings, and the Travs have to do it today. Otherwise, it'll be 3 straight losses. 0-1 to Ka'aihue, swinging a high fly down the left field line. Aaron Peel, a long run, but he gets there in the corner and makes the catch. 2 outs, and Tupman hustling back to first. Now Damaso Espino coming up. And the fans that brought the Panamanian flag cheer for Espino, native of Panama. Most famous Panamanian baseball player, Hall of Famer Rod Carew. And Rod also one of the only Jewish Hall of Famers in Cooperstown as well. Pitch on the way, and it is hit high on the right field line, slicing foul. Haynes chasing, and he couldn't get there. It is off of the foul fence. Strike 1. Hank Greenberg and Sandy Koufax would be the other two. And Rod Carew had to convert in order to join that fraternity. And by the way, those two guys, Koufax and Greenberg, were not Panamanian Hall of Famers. They're Jewish Hall of Famers. 3-2 Wichita, last of the 7th, 2 outs. The pitch to Espino, called strike 2. Eden, good-looking pitcher. That 5.30 ERA is a little bit misleading. Ty Boykin and Ken Patterson like his mentality. He throws a lot of strikes. Has good stuff as well. Low 90 fastball and a slider. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive to the right field corner, slicing foul. And bouncing in front of Nathan Haynes. Still to count 0-2 on Damaso Espino. Wranglers took out their starting pitcher, Zack Greinke, after 6 strong innings with a 79 pitch count. Still haven't figured out why they have pulled Greinke in a game where he was pitching so well. Is there a chance that Greinke will be going up soon? Well, the thing is there's a Major League All-Star break starting soon, starting on Monday. Here's the 0-2. Foul ball back into the net. And Dayton Moore, the general manager of the Royals, has already been quoted as saying he wants to see Greinke dominating at this level before he gets the call to the majors. So while Greinke has pitched well 2 times out now, the Royals would like to see him probably make at least another 3 or 4 good starts. Count 0-2. Edens comes home and strikes out Espino with a heavy fastball. The 7th inning is over. Wranglers, no runs, no hits, 1 man left. We've played 7 going into the 8th. Wranglers 3, Travelers 2 on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
This is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not know. But think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch. Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
Ameriprod Services is the linen and apparel company to get your team into a professional uniform program. Ameriprod features a wide range of high-quality custom programs for the manufacturing industry, hospitality and food service, medical or dental uniforms, and professional and executive wear. Call 664-5575 to schedule a presentation with an Ameriprod consultant. Also specializing in the finest quality table linens, rental mats, and restroom services. Call 664-5575 for Ameriprod. Ameriprod, the official garment supplier of the Arkansas Travelers.
For 30 seasons, Jim Elder was the radio voice of the Arkansas Travelers. Fans knew him as the human encyclopedia of sports knowledge, from baseball to horse racing to football. Jim knew it all, but Jim Elder was about much more than sports. He also loved to help kids, and that's why his friends and family started the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. The fund helps organizations that teach kids about life through sports, like Park, RBI Baseball at Lamar Porter Field, the First Tee, Arkansas Sheriff's Youth Ranch, and kids clinics with the Arkansas Travelers. Jim Elder's legend will live on in Arkansas through the Jim Elder Good Sport Fund. See them online at jimelder.org.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
This game is 7 innings old. We're going into the 8th. Wranglers and Travs, 3-2 Wichita. the last couple of nights, we played a total of 6 hours and 55 minutes. So this ball game moving right along. I won't tell you how long it's been, because that means we're here for 17 innings in 5 hours. So it's the eighth, and number 9 batter Eric Roslin leads off against Nate Holscher. Second inning of relief for the lefty. Roslin had a single his last time up. First pitch from Holscher, a curveball, strike one. Wranglers have a right-hander getting ready in the bullpen. And they're going to have their closer getting loose. That's Ryan Braun. And the 0-1 to Roslin, the big curve is outside. Roslin 1 for 2. Nathan Haynes is on deck. And then Aaron Peel. Travelers have had no hit since the 5th inning and just 1 hit since the 3rd. The pitch to Roslin is inside, 2-1. Nathan Haynes with a couple of base hits. Aaron Peel, Bobby Wilson, Brent Del Chiaro, and Eric Roslin with the other. Now the 2-1 pitch to Roslin. Inside and bounced off the right leg of the plate umpire, Dixon Sturman. 3-1. Third baseman Kime guards the line. He's also in the sliding pit with the first baseman Ka'aihue playing close to the baseline. So the Wranglers playing no doubles here in the 8th. 3-1. There's strike 2 from Holscher on the outside corner, and the count's full on Roslin. Travelers, the last couple of games, 28 base hits, a .346 average. 3-2 to Roslin, slow grounder to the hole at short. There goes Sanchez backhanding his long throw, and Roslin is out. Sanchez makes that play very well. In the hole at shortstop, he throws across his body just as well as any shortstop in this league this year. Travelers down to their last 5 outs as Nathan Haynes comes to the plate. Haynes, a single and a triple. Tripled and scored in the 3rd. Last time up, he bounced into a double play. And still the corners guard the line. Here's the pitch. Haynes slaps it down the left field line in the air. It'll go foul. And into left field, a foul ball, strike 1. Holscher has faced 4 batters, allowing 1 to reach. That was the leadoff walk to Porter in the 7th, but the double play ended that. The pitch to Haynes. Strike 2 on the slider from Holscher. Holscher throws a little less than 3/4, not quite sidearm, but it's pretty tough for lefties to pick it up. The pitch, Haynes takes a little outside on the breaking ball, 1-2. Righties bat .235 against Holscher, lefties only .190. And now the 1-2 to Haynes, swing and a miss, and he strikes out on a fastball that handcuffs him. 2 away in the 8th inning. Second strikeout for Holscher, and the 9th Traveler batter to strike out tonight. Here's a 2-batter Peel. The sacrifice fly in the 3rd brought home Haynes with a last Traveler run, and it doesn't look like Peel will be batting against Holscher. Ryan Braun has been warming up for a couple of minutes, and Frank White's going to go to his closer with 2 outs in the 8th. So Braun will enter to face Aaron Peel in a 1-run game, and will take a 60-second break for the call to the bullpen. Turner double plays with AT&T Yahoo high-speed internet. Make calls and access the internet at the same time using just 1 line. Learn about it online at att.com. The new AT&T, your world delivered. Here's that 60-second break, 3-2 Wichita. This is Air America Little Rock 1380.
Kirk Woolsey, we happen to know that you are the world's worst backseat driver, which means, Kirk, that you like to be in control. So check out att.com. You can see all our best deals, like 12 months of true high-speed internet for just $12.99 a month when you order online. If you switch from your old cable company, you can get 3 months free. And with AT&T Account Manager, you can see your account activity, add services, and pay your bills online, all in one place. So that's Kirk's world. For everybody who's not Kirk, if att.com can deliver online control to him, it can do the same for you. Switch to the new AT&T at att.com, and you'll be in the driver's seat, as long as you're not riding with Kirk. SBC is now the new AT&T. The new AT&T, your world, delivered.
Taxi levy charges and Federal Universal Ticket cost recovery extra. High-speed internet also have applied after 3 months paid service and excludes FUSF cost recovery and other fees. For details of additional charges, restrictions, and requirements, call 1-866-416-6471 toll-free or visit att.com/offer details. Not available in all areas.
Travelers face one of the tougher pitchers in the Texas League this year, Ryan Braun. A 183 earned run average, allowing just a 194 batting average against. 6'1" right-hander from Mooresville, North Carolina, who was born in Ontario, graduated high school in California, originally selected by the Angels in the 21st round in 1999, but did not sign. He went to Wake Forest for 3 years, then transferred to UNLV, where he was selected in the 6th round by the Royals in 2003. Braun has had an outstanding season in his second go-around at Double-A. Injuries last year to his right shoulder cost him 8 games. He had pitched in 6 of them with Wichita. For this year, Braun, 10 for 11 in save opportunities, 1 win, 5 losses, and that 183 earned run average. The last time Braun gave up a run, he lost to the Travs on June 16th, walking 3 batters and allowing the game-winning hit to Aaron Peel in a tie game. Peel leads off the 8th. Not leads off the 8th. He's the first batter to go against Brown. There's 2 outs and nobody on. Wichita in front 3-2. Peel is 1 for 2 with a sac fly, a single, and a strikeout. Braun, a heavy thrower, comes home with a fastball outside, 1-0. Braun's fastball in the mid-90s. He'll also spin a tight slider. He struck out 56 hitters in 39 in the 3rd inning. Now the 1-0 to Peel. He's swinging a little fister over the mound. Towards second base. Backhand by Murphy. Quickly gets rid of it, and the out at first is recorded. Fine play by Donnie Murphy, and the Travelers go down in order in the 8th. They'll have one more shot, but first the Wranglers get an at-bat at the bottom of the 8th inning. Wichita 3, and the Travelers 2 on Air America, Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir, what's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir, this is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller, good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
AgPro knows you're patient. You've had your eye on a certain green and yellow tractor for some time now. But here's a thought. Visit your local John Deere dealer for an innocent test drive. Sit in that yellow seat and feel that rugged quality. Then run the numbers. You may find you've underrated the value of a John Deere and overrated the value of patience. After all, nothing runs like a Deere. Test drive the John Deere of your choice today at AgPro Central Arkansas, 10504 Maumelle Boulevard, North Little Rock.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Wranglers will battle the last of the 8th inning, leading the Travs 3-2. Arkansas in danger of dropping their 3rd straight game. It would be another tight loss unless they can come back in the 9th. But first, Kyle Edens comes back to the hill. Edens took down all 3 men he faced after inheriting Chris Hunter's leadoff walk in the 7th. Chris Lubanski will begin the 8th against Edens. Lubanski has walked twice, grounded out once, 0 for 1. Left-hand batter, and Edens fires a high fastball, 1-0. Ángel Sánchez and Mitch Maier will face Edens as well here in the 8th. If anyone reaches Dee Brown, here's the 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back by Lubanski, 1-1. Checking the Texas League scores. Frisco holding on to a 2-0 lead at Corpus Christi through 6.5 innings. The Hooks have been held to 1 base hit by Frisco right-hander Thomas Diamond, who's starting to figure things out. Midland 2, San Antonio nothing in the 6th inning at Wolf Stadium. Edens coming stand with a 1-1 count on Lubanski. And the pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 2. Tulsa Drillers and the Springfield Cardinals. Springfield looking for their 4th straight win. It is 5-1 Springfield in the 7th. The 1-2 to Lubanski in the dirt and got behind El Chiaro, and it's 2-2. The Drillers doing without their everyday shortstop Troy Tulowitzki and everyday first baseman Joe Kashansky, both in Pittsburgh for tomorrow's Futures game. San Antonio doing without a couple of players as well. Vladimir Valentin and a new second baseman Chen. It's 2-2 inside of Lubanski, ball 3. Midland doing without outfielder Travis Buck. And Kurt Suzuki also in the Futures game. Springfield does not have any Futures participants. 3-2 pitch. Lubanski is swinging, a pitch to the short. Brandon Wood fields it cleanly. And he throws Lubanski out, 1 away in the 8th. It would seem that the only teams in the league without any Futures game participants are the Travelers, the Frisco Rough Riders, and the Springfield Cardinals. Corpus Christi is doing without Hunter Pence today. Sanchez is 0 for 3 after a 4-hit game. He has popped up twice, lined out as well. Edens delivers. Slider low, ball 1. When we get to the 9th inning and the Travelers down at least by 1 run, it'll be with Brandon Wood, Matt Brown, and Terry Evans coming to the plate. The pitch, there's a strike, and it is 1-1 to Sanchez. Three to 2 the Wranglers here in the last of the 8th. Nobody on, 1 out, and Edens comes home a 1-1 to Sanchez. Down and outside, ball 2, 2-1. Chris Hunter's line is complete. 3 runs all earned on 4 hits and 3 walks in 6 innings. Edens is sent down 4 straight as his 2-1 to Sanchez is low for ball 3. Count is 3-1. Mitch Maier on deck. Edens lifts the leg. The 3-1 is flung on and fouled over the press box. 3-2. Nightfall coming on top of the city of Wichita. Still plenty of cloud cover up above. They said that the chance of rain has dwindled down for now, but it's going to increase once we get into the late hours of the night. And hopefully we'll be able to get in tomorrow's game without any delay. We're scheduled to start at 12 noon. Should be back in town no later than midnight. 3-2 pitch. High. Edens issues a 1-out walk. Sanchez is aboard for the first time. And now with 1 out and 1 on, Mitch Maier gets his 4th at-bat. Maier with another fine game, 2 for 3. Singled and scored in the 1st. Led off the 4th with a home run. That's the go-ahead home run. Maier grounded out in the 6th inning. Maier with 5 hits over the last 2 games, including a couple of homers. There's a throw to first by Edens, chasing Sanchez back. He is safe. Maier reaches Dee Brown. Only 1 away, so Brown should bat unless there's a double play. Edens high set position. Right-hander's pitch is swung on and fouled over the press box, out of play. Strike 1. Wranglers got ahead in the 1st inning with Dee Brown's 2-out, 2-run homer going to straightaway center. Travelers eked back into it in the 2nd. 2-out double by Bobby Wilson. Brent Del Chiaro's bloop single to center scored him. And then Nathan Haynes led off the 3rd with a triple and came home in an Aaron Peel sacrifice. There's a backdoor slider from Edens for a strike to Maier, 0-2. Wranglers took the lead in the 4th when Maier pounded his 10th home run of the year off of Chris Hunter. Sanchez a short lead, Porter holding.
And the 0-2 to Maier. Swung on and foul tipped. It went between the legs of the catcher, Del Chiaro, and into the backstop. Still 0-2. Wranglers will be back to their usual home cream-colored jerseys tomorrow. They're going to be auctioning off these throwback uniforms to fans of the park tonight. It looks like they've got about 3,500 people on hand. Some of them bringing their checkbooks. 0-2. A pitcher popped into the third base seat. Brown was giving chase but had no play. Count remains 0-2 on Mitch Maier. Maier over the series with 7 hits, 2 homers, a double, and 5 RBIs. Sanchez puts his right foot at the cut of the sliding pitch turf. Maier leaning back in the box. There's a throw over, and the throw is dropped by Porter. Sanchez gets up. He'll go to second base. That'll be an error on Greg Porter, his 8th of the year. Eden's pickoff throw was right there on the bag, but it looked like Porter just could not handle the throw. That'll take away the chance of a double play. Edens and Del Chiaro have a quick chat on the mound. Edens now dealing with Sanchez at second. The 0-2 pitch to Maier. Ground ball into center field, a base hit. Sanchez rounds third. Evans comes up throwing from center. It is offline, and a run scored. RBI single by Mitch Maier, so that error by Porter turns into a run, and the Wranglers take a 2-run lead. Wichita 4, Arkansas 2 on Mitch Maier's third base hit of the game and his second RBI. Dee Brown standing in. Maier now with 55 runs batted in on the year. And ranks him just out of the top 5. Brown hit a 2-run homer in the first. He's 1 for 3. Pitch to the left-hander. Fastball for strike 1. Edens unable to put Maier away on an 0-2 count. There's the 8th batter to reach against the Travs over the last couple of games when a pitcher's been ahead 0-2. 0-1 popped out of play. Another 0-2 count for Edens to deal with. Wranglers ahead by 2 runs. As of now, that's an unearned run charge to Edens. Here's the 0-2. Brown takes the slider, and it's a little inside. Ball 1. Wichita, a 4-game lead here in the north, and they're really starting to pull away. 1-2 pitch. Almost hit Brown. He jumped away from that slider. And the count goes full. Count goes to 2-2. With Tulsa slumping as they are, losing 4 straight, and trailing 5-1 to Springfield. The Cardinals could force a 3-way tie for second. Springfield wins and Wichita holds on to this lead. You'll have 3 teams at 6-10. And the Wranglers would be 11-5. A 2-2 from Edens. Brown takes a slurve in the dirt, and it's blocked. Holding it first is Maier. Now the count is full. Maier, a walking lead at first. One out. We'll see if he's running. Double play depth on the infield. The stretch, the pitch. There he goes. Swinging a high bouncing ball up the middle. Gloved by Rodland. Cannot get the out at second. He'll throw to first and gets the out on Brown instead. 4-3. Maier to second. So with him running, that keeps the Wranglers out of the double play. Rodland fielded the baseball right behind second base. Had a couple of feet to step, but Maier was already at second when Rodland fielded the baseball. It is Murphy at the plate with a runner at second. Murphy 0 for 3. Right-hand batter. Eden comes home and misses outside. Ball 1. Murphy is flying to right twice, lined out to left once. The 1-0 pitch. Outside again, ball 2. And Murphy leading the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Back to the stretch, Eden. Checks on Maier at second, and the 2-0 low and away, not even close, ball 3. Matt Tupman in the on-deck circle. Tupman been on base twice. Eden's behind in the count, 3-0. And the pitch to Murphy right down the middle. 3 balls and a strike on the 5-hitter of the Wranglers. Rodland holding Maier at second base. Maier still all the way out of the sliding pitch. The 3-1 hit high to right field. Haynes is right there waiting for it. And Haynes puts it away. That'll end the 8th inning. The Wranglers get a run on 1 hit and 1 error. There was a man stranded. We'll go into the 9th inning, and the Wranglers leading 4-2. Last chance for the Travs is next on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
At one time or another, we all want to change the world in which we live, make it a better place. Introducing the new ITT Tech School of Criminal Justice. At ITT Tech, we now teach the fundamentals of the criminal justice system, along with the technology to help respond to and prevent crime. ITT Technical Institute School of Criminal Justice. Education for the future. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
Coca-Cola, this is Mitchell. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not. Well, no, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense. Zero is for the 0 calories. Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that? I wish I could speculate on that, sir. The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch. Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste. 0 calories.
Emergency hotline, can I help you?
Yes, I need help.
All right, sir. What's the problem?
I can't taste my beer. I feel it in my mouth, but there's no taste.
Okay, sir. This is what I want you to do. Put the bottle down and step away from the beer.
Okay.
Walk straight to the corner store and pick up a 6-pack of Miller Lite.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's going to be all right.
Next time, try the light beer that actually tastes like beer. Great tasting, less selling Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Top of the 9th inning, Travelers have their last shot to try to even it up with the Wranglers. Wichita 4, Travs 2, Ryan Braun. We got the last out of the 8th inning. We'll face Brandon Wood, Matt Brown, and Terry Evans. 3 power hitters, each with double-digit home runs on the year. Greg Porter will follow. The Travs have the meat of the order coming up. Problem is, the meat of the order is combined to go 0 for 10, taking just 2 walks. Braun got Aaron Peel to ground out to end the 8th. Travelers have had No hits over the last 3 innings. Only 1 base hit since the end of the third. Wood has 2 strikeouts and a walk tonight to his credit. Braun finding the sign he wants. And the right-hander comes home to Wood. Fastball, strike 1 right down the middle. Braun hasn't saved the game since the second game of a Sunday doubleheader at Little Rock on June 18th. He's missed some time with an injury. The 0-1 to Wood. Swing and a miss on a slider, strike 2. Braun features 2 power pitches, mid-90 fastball and a heavy slider. Wood waiting. And now the 0-2 from Braun. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Threw it into the dirt, but it's dug out by Espino, and he'll tag out Wood, who strikes out 3 times tonight. There's 1 away in the 9th. And Matt Brown is coming up.
Number 11, Matt Brown.
Brown 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, both looking. Zack Greinke caught him looking in the first and 6th, both times on the outside corner. Brown has put the ball in play once. Flying out to center in the 3rd. Wranglers ahead by 2. Scoring an unearned run in the last of the 8th inning to get ahead by 2. Braun pitch. Brown swings, pops it up down the right field line. Tough play here. Brown coming in. Out from second, Murphy. Murphy slides and deflects it away into foul territory. On his way to third base is Brown. The right fielder now picks up the baseball, and Brown holds at third. A 3-base hit from Matt Brown, and the Travs could have something going here in the 9th. Murphy almost made a spectacular diving catch, but the ball hit his glove and deflected into the Arkansas bullpen. Triple number 2 on the year for Brown. And now Terry Evans stands in, representing the tying run. In case you're wondering, Braun has allowed only 2 home runs this year. Those 2 homers were in his first 2 outings of the season on April 6th and April 7th. Both games he lost to the Tulsa Drillers. There's been 23 outings since Braun last allowed a home run. Evans is 0 for 3, 2 ground outs to third and a strikeout. Wranglers don't worry about the runner at third base. They've got a 2-run lead, so that run in the 8th is huge for Wichita. Now Braun pitch. Evans a swing and a pop fly foul out of play. Ka'aihue, the third baseman, guards the line. He is a few steps behind Brown. Ka'aihue at first. He's a little bit slow on the draw. Is also guarding the line, but about 5 feet off, whereas Ka'aihue is only 2 feet off the third base line. 0-1 to Evans. Swing and a miss on the Braun slider. Strike 2. Greg Porter is on deck. Braun has set down 2 batters and then allowed the Brown triple. Oh, 0-2 on Terry. Choking up. Here it is. Fastball dropped at the plate. He swung and missed for strike 3. He's going to get first, and Brown scores. A strikeout pass ball, putting Evans at first base. That ball did not hit the dirt. It was just dropped by Espino. A fastball that Evans chased, and Espino tried to catch it basket style, but it popped out of the mitt, and the Travelers still breathing life. Second pass ball on Espino this year, who's also committed 5 errors behind the dish. The go-ahead run is at the plate. Greg Porter. He's 0 for 2. His 7-game hit streak on the line. More importantly, the Travs need the tie and run. The pitch, swing, and a tip held on by Espino. Strike 1. Evans will get credit for the strikeout. He's 0 for 4. That's the second strikeout of his night. But Evans, who is very fast, represents the tying run. 5 steals at single at the AA, 15 steals at single A. 0-1 pitch. Porter takes a strike at the letters, and it is 0-2. Bobby Wilson is on deck. Wilson, the number 7 hitter, may have a chance to tie things up if Evans can move to second. 0-2 to Porter. Fastball is a little high. Ball 1. Wichita 4 and the Travelers 3. Arkansas finally breaking through here in the 9th inning after 5 consecutive scoreless innings with only 1 base hit. One-two from Braun. Porter takes the slider low. Braun wanted that strike call. He's bent down to his knees, showing displeasure with Dixon Sturman's non-call. He asked if it was low, and Sturman nods. Braun also nodding as well, apparently in agreement. Maybe not. 2 balls, 2 strikes from the left-hand batting Porter. And the pitch, swinging a hard ground ball, a base hit into right field. It almost hit Evans on the baseline. He's going to stop at second, and the tying run is at second base for the number 7 hitter, Bobby Wilson. Evans leading away from first base was maybe a foot away from that hard grounder from Greg Porter, who now extends his hitting streak to 8. Bobby Wilson has a chance to tie the game. Before Wilson gets his chance, the Wranglers send pitching coach Larry Carter to the mound. They do not have anybody warming up in the bullpen. Braun is responsible for this 9th inning alone. Travelers had only 1 base hit since the end of the 3rd. And then after the strikeout of Wood by Braun to start the 9th inning, Matt Brown hit a pop fly down the right field line between Murphy and Brown. Murphy, the second baseman, almost caught it but deflected on his dive attempt, knocking the ball into foul territory and allowing Brown to reach third on the triple. Then Evans, on what should have been the second out of the inning, struck out on a 3-pitch at-bat, but that third strike was dropped, allowing Evans to reach and bringing Brown home. And then the base hit by Porter. He was down to the count 0-2. Bobby Wilson standing in. Wilson doubled in the 2nd inning and scored. Hobbs out in foul territory in the 4th. Tried to bunt up Porter after a leadoff walk in the 7th, but Wilson bunted into a double play instead. At second base, Evans. And Porter at first. They'll look for a double play ball in the infield. Braun, right-hander ready at the stretch. Checked on Evans. Now the pitch. Wilson is swinging a miss to the slider. 0-1 to the Traveler catcher. He came into this game batting .442 against Wichita with 7 RBIs. Can he bring in an 8? A gap in left center for Wilson. He gets a good fastball. He can drive it to that gap. Here's the 0-1. Fastball hit high, hit deep into center field. Chasing it, Maier at the wall. It's off the fence, and that'll score the tying run. Evans is home. Ty Boykin sends Porter around third. Here's the throw to the plate. No throw. Porter scores on a 2-run double by Bobby Wilson, and the Travs grab the lead in the 9th inning. 5-4 the score on Wilson's second double of the night. RBIs 31 and 32 as the Travs have done the coming from behind tonight.
The catcher, number 12,
A 3-run rally here in the 9th inning to quiet the Wichita crowd. Now Brent Del Chiara will see if he can't bring Wilson home. A 5-4 Traveler lead, and now Rich Thompson gets up in the Arkansas pen. Pitch on the way. Del takes a slider low, ball 1. Wilson was looking for that fastball, and Braun pumped it right down the middle. And when Bobby guesses right, look out. He almost hit a 3-run homer. The 1-0 to Brent. Swing and a tip. Strike one. So Thompson will try to come on in the bottom of the ninth and save this game. The Wranglers have come from behind in each of the last two nights. The Travs still have 2 outs to work with in the ninth inning. Del Chiaro singled in the second to bring home Wilson after his first double. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Hangs in the air. Brown is underneath it. Wilson holding his second, and the catch is made for out number 2. Eric Rodlin will now come to the plate. When the Wranglers bat in the ninth inning, they start with their 6-hitter Tupman, then Adam Kime, who is Thursday's hero, followed by Kila Ka'aihue. So Del Chiaro now 1 for 4. Braun has allowed 3 runs, 1 of them unearned, due to the drop third strike by the catcher Espino. Eric Rodlin is 1 for 3. The left-hand batter grounded to short last time up. Here's a pitch. High, and it's a ball 1-0. Thompson isn't warming up all that much. He threw a couple of innings last night. He's going to come on again tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Rodlin takes a curve in the dirt. And the Wranglers unexpectedly get a pitcher warming up on the bullpen, the left-hander Juan Cedeno. Out to the mound goes the catcher Espino. His drop third strike is 8 of the Travelers' cause here in the ninth inning. Inning started with Matt Brown's loop triple. Evans struck out swinging in the drop third strike, scored. Brown put Evans aboard. Greg Porter then fell behind 0-2 before ripping a single pass first, moving Evans to second. And the big hit, the 2-run double by Bobby Wilson to center field, brought home Evans and Porter. Wilson still at second with a big lead. Braun working on Rodlin, 2-0 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, 2-1. What a series there. Neither team has ever given up. Travelers came back yesterday after trailing by 3 in the 4th inning. They rallied for 7, ended up losing. 2-1. Rodlin a swing and a ground ball on the right side. Stopped by the second baseman Murphy. A throw from short right in time for the out. That saves a run. Not just a base hit, it saves a run. The Travelers rally in the ninth inning for 3 runs on 3 base hits, leaving Wilson at second on a spectacular play by Donnie Murphy, which saves Rodlin's RBI single. So the Travelers take the lead into the ninth, 5-4. Eden's going back out to the hill, and we'll take a 60-second break on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
Back on April 13th, 1932, the Arkansas Travelers opened their brand-new ballpark to thousands of breathless spectators. In Ray Winter Field, 74 years as home of the Travs, it's been a breeding ground for big league talent. We've seen young men develop from fledgling minor leaguer to World Series hero and experience the highs of 9 league championships. Almost 9 million fans have spun through its turnstile. It's where we introduced our kids to the great game of baseball. We've brought dates to the bleachers and sat through rain delays with friends. We've grown up and grown older at Ray Winter Field. This is our ballpark. The Travs' new home, Dickey Stevens Park, will be ready by April 2007, and the team's future is bright. But Ray Winter Field has been a part of the fabric of life in Arkansas for 3/4 of a century. During the Travs' 2006 season, it's our chance to say goodbye to an old friend. Call 664-1555 or go to Travs.com.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Bottom 9, the Travs have stunned Wichita, coming back in the top of the ninth with a 3-run rally. Bobby Wilson's 2-run double is the difference. Kyle Eden comes back to the hill. Eden's throwing already 2 innings, allowing 1 unearned run on 1 base hit. He's also walked a batter. Matt Tupman leads off in the ninth with Adam Kime and Kila Ka'aihue to follow. That is the 6, 7, and 8 hitters with Eden from the stretch. Here's a pitch to the left-hand Tupman. A fastball for strike 1. Eden's pitching in the ninth with Rich Thompson warming up in the bullpen. It was 2 nights ago that Thompson went 2 2/3. And so, just in case he is working if Eden gets into trouble. The pitch on the way. Tupman takes outside. A ball and a strike. Tupman, who's usually the catcher for the Wranglers, is the DH tonight. He has struck out, singled, and walked. He's the only batter that Eden hasn't faced out of the starting 9 for the Wranglers tonight. A 1-1 from Eden. Tupman swings at a slider and hits it hard but foul into the Traveler bullpen, where Bill Edwards catches it and hands it to a kid behind him in the fence. And it's 1-2. Chris Hunter is off the hook. After a fine start, 3 runs in 6 innings, he did not deserve a loss. He pitched well today. Too bad he couldn't get a win. Now the 1-2 to Tupman. Fastball, caught him looking on the inside corner. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the night for Tupman, who came into this game with just 25 strikeouts in 69 games. And Edens with his second strikeout. Now Adam Kime. We're to the weaker part of the Wranglers' order. Wichita has managed just 5 base hits today. None of them from the last 3 hitters in the order. Kime, Ka'aihue, and Espino are a combined 0 for 9. Here's a pitch to Kime. Bringing a foul ball chopped into the third base dugout. Strike 1. Kime is fly to center. Hit a fielder's choice to third, and last time up against Eden, he fouled out to Greg Porter. Kime has not had a base hit since his game-winning homer on Thursday. He is 0 for 7 since. 0 for 8 since. Here's Eden's 0-1 pitch. Kime swings a pop fly. Shallow center. Wood wants it. Wood gets it, and there's 2 away. Now it's Kila Ka'aihue, a 186 hitter who is 0 for 3 today. Travs are an out away from a shocking win here in Wichita to even the series. Eden's ready. And the pitch comes to Ka'aihue. A swing and a pop fly. Foul. Onto the roof at the third base seats. 0-1. Ka'aihue is grounded out. Line to first and fly to left. They play him to pull with Porter guarding the first base line. Eden comes home with an 0-1. Ka'aihue hits a line drive to left, but Aaron Peel is there. Peel makes the catch, and the Travelers win it. A big win for the Travs. They were down by 2 in the 9th inning. They rally for 3 with Bobby Wilson getting the game-winning 2-run double. Kyle Eden, 3 innings for the win. The final score from Lawrence Dumont Stadium. The Arkansas Travelers 4-5 and the Wichita Wranglers 4, and you can't put it in the book. Travs have eased in this series at 2 games apiece. They draw to within 3 of Wichita for first place in the North Division. Wranglers fall to 10-6. The Travelers are 7-9. Well-deserved hugs for the Travelers as they celebrate on the first base foul line. 5-4 final. The Travelers win it in 9 innings. We'll come back for the Allstate Insurance post-game report next. This has been Traveler Baseball on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE.
What if there were no bad drivers? What if everyone always followed the speed limit? What if 10-car pileups didn't exist? In a world like that, we'd all be better off. It's why Allstate is introducing 2 incentives to drive safe. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, you'll get cash off your renewal bill with a safe driving bonus. And for every year of safe driving, you'll get $100 off your deductible with deductible rewards. Another year, another $100 off, up to $500. But it's not just about saving money. Safe driving also saves lives. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can get $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Deductible rewards apply to collision coverage. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois. Hey guys, want another beer?
Another what?
Another beer.
I didn't have a beer. Did you have a beer?
I don't think so.
Yes, he did. These beers right in front of you. Remember you ordered them from me?
Weird. I mean, I remember eating the wings.
Yeah, the wings were good.
Are you sure we drank the beer?
Look, you guys came in, you ate the wings, you drank the beer.
Huh.
Whatever. You guys want another round?
Of what?
Beer.
Yeah, that sounds great. You want a beer?
I would love a beer.
Next time, try the light beer with the taste you won't forget. Great tasting, less filling, Miller Lite. Miller. Good call. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
It's time now for the Allstate Insurance post-game show. Once again, here's the voice of the Arkansas Travelers, Bill Elson.
For the third straight night, a team able to come back in the late innings, and this time it's the Travelers doing the coming back as they shock the Wichita Wranglers with a 5-4 win. Bill Elson with you on the Allstate Insurance postgame report. Time to make the world a safer place to drive. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands? Unofficially, the final totals are Arkansas, 5 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, and 4 men left. The Wichita Wranglers, 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 4 men left. Kyle Edens gets the win, going to 2-1. Ryan Braun, 1-6 with the loss. He blows just his second save of the year. Travelers now with 7 wins, 9 losses, total within 3 of first place Wichita. As the Wranglers fall to 10-6, this will set up a rubber match tomorrow afternoon. Recapping the ball game, the Wranglers getting ahead in the first inning against Chris Hunter. Mitch Maier, a 2-out single. That would be followed by Dee Brown, 2-run homer to straightaway center. 7th homer for Brown in his second of the series, making it 2-0 Wichita. Travelers answered in the second against Zack Greinke, a 2-out rally with Bobby Wilson foreshadowing things to come with a 2-out double. Brent Del Chiaro would flip a base hit at a shallow center with a broken bat, bringing Wilson home to make it a 2-1 score. Travs tied it in the third. Nathan Haynes with a leadoff triple inside the first base line. A sacrifice fly by Aaron Peel would plate Haynes to make it a 2-2 score. But the Wranglers got back ahead the next inning against Hunter. Mitch Maier leading off with a home run to right field, his second home run of the series and his 10th of the year. It was 3-2 Wichita after the fourth, and then things really slowed down for that point. The Travelers did not collect more than 1 base hit after Haynes' triple. It was really about 6 innings with only 1 base hit. Meanwhile, Hunter pitched very well, shutting down the Wranglers over the 5th and 6th innings before handing the keys to Kyle Edens for the 7th. Edens pitched a shutout 7th and came into the 8th, issued a 1-out walk to Ángel Sánchez before he threw to first to try to pick off Sánchez. The ball deflected off of Greg Porter's glove, allowing Sánchez to get it a second. Mitch Maier's RBI single to center would bring home Sánchez for a 4-2 Wranglers lead. The Wranglers brought on Ryan Braun, their closer, for the last out of the 8th. And then in the 9th inning, he started the 9th, striking out Brandon Wood, third at-bat for Wood that he struck out tonight. But then the rally starts, and it took a bloop triple by Matt Brown, a little pop-up down the right field line that the second baseman Murphy dove for and deflected into the foul territory area past the Traveler bullpen. Brown ran to third base, credited with a triple. And then the biggest mistake of the game, Terry Evans at the plate with an 0-2 count. A dropped third strike by the catcher, Damaso Espino, scored Brown and put Evans the tying run at first base. That was followed by a single from Greg Porter, moving Evans to second, and Bobby Wilson then launches an 0-1 pitch over Maier's head in center field, hit the base of the outfield wall, and it brought home the go-ahead runs with Evans and Porter both scoring to make it a 5-4 lead. Edens would make it stand, setting down the last 3 batters he faced. Caught Matt Tupman looking, got Adam Keim to pop up, and Kila Ka'aihue's line out to left, end of the ball game. Travelers win at 5-4, even the series at 2 games apiece. We'll be checking out the games across the Texas League of the Majors next on the Southwest Airlines out-of-town scoreboard. This is Traveler Baseball and the Allstate Insurance postgame report on Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDXE.
Coca-Cola is special. My friend's brother is a molecular biologist, and he was saying the only way you could have gotten Coke Zero to taste like the regular Coke was to engineer it in space. I would not.
No, but think about the whole zero factor, like zero gravity. It makes perfect sense.
Zero is for the 0 calories.
Just stop pretending that you don't engineer Coke Zero in space. Can you do that?
I wish I could speculate on that, sir.
The next launch. I just want the time for the next launch.
Coca-Cola Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories.
Your world is suddenly changing for the better because two great companies have now joined forces to deliver the world that matters most. Yours. AT&T, with its passion to invent, and SBC, with its drive to deliver, have come together to create the most complete and secure network with voice services, digital satellite TV, high-speed internet, and singular wireless. Learn more at thenewatt.com. Introducing the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travelers with a big win tonight, defeating Wichita by a final of 5-4. Sending fireworks off in the skies above Lawrence Dumont Stadium in a beautiful display, but you won't hear that as I drop down the 80,000-pound window. And now we can actually get to the scoreboard without fear of interference from exploding lights. And taking a look at the Texas League scores, we got one other final with Frisco shutting out Corpus Christi on 5 base hits, 4-0. Thomas Diamond picks up his 8th win of the season against 4 losses, and Mitch Talbot falls to 6-4. The Hooks lose for the second time in 3 games, dropping to 12-4, and in the moment 2.5 in front of San Antonio. The Missions are trailing Midland 3-1 in the top of the 8th. In the North Division, Tulsa looks like they're en route to their 5th straight loss. Springfield 7, and the Drillers 2 at Driller Stadium. So Springfield continues to lead that game, and if the Cardinals win, and that'll drop the Drillers into a tie for 3rd place, 1 game in back of the Travelers, with Arkansas now 3 games behind Wichita. The Travs are 7-9. The Wranglers are 10-6. To the major leagues now, the Florida Marlins and the New York Mets split a doubleheader, with the Mets losing the first game 3-2. Jason Johnson getting the win. Joe Borowski saving his 16th. 3 homers by the Fish, including Miguel Cabrera, Josh Willingham, and Hanley Ramirez. The Mets, however, in the second game, pound Florida 17-3. Brad Pelfrey picking up a win in his major league debut. Ricky Nolasco takes the loss. The Mets pounded 16 hits in the win, with John Valentin, Cliff Wood, and Carlos Beltran going deep. Final out of Houston, where the St. Louis Cardinals beat the Astros 7-6 in 10 innings. Cardinals needed a rally for 2 in the 9th to tie it. And then Albert Pujols' home run off Roy Oswalt in the 10th inning was the game winner. Pujols' 29th home run of the year. Scott Spezio also went deep. Astros got a homer from Craig Biggio. Isringhausen the winner, a 3-4 record. And Rocket Clemens a no decision. San Francisco beats the Dodgers 11-7. Ray Durham scored 4 runs and also hit his 12th home run. Noah Lowry, the starting pitcher for the Giants, won his 4th and hit a home run. Moises Alou also homered his 10th. Armando Benitez saves it against the Dodgers, his 10th of the year, and Derek Lowe falls to 7-5. Chicago Cubs got a win at Milwaukee, 3-1. Marmol the winner, a 2-3 record, and Ryan Dempster saving his 14th. Jeff Francoeur hit a home run, his 16th of the season, as the Braves beat Cincinnati 4-1. John Smoltz got the win, his record 6-5. Former Midland right-hander Aaron Harang drops to 9-6. San Diego 5, the Nationals 2. Padres hit 3 homers. Mike Cameron, Mark Bellhorn, and Gonzalez. Chris Young, a former Frisco pitcher, goes to 8-4 with the win. And Trevor Hoffman saved his 24th. Nationals hit a homer from Alfonso Soriano at 27. Philadelphia beating the Pirates 6-2. A 4-run first inning off of Paul Maholm is the difference. Maholm takes the loss. He is 3-8. Corey Lytle the winner, 5-7. Jason Bay the only homer of the game. The Pirates All-Star hit his 21st. Boston a 9-6 win at the White Sox today. David Ortiz hit home run number 31, and Josh Beckett goes to 11-4 with the win. Jonathan Papelbon saved his Major League best 26. Jim Thome hit his 30th home run, and Jermaine Dye hit a pair for the White Sox. He now has 24 in the season. David Risky took the loss. He is 0-2. Baltimore, a 7-4 win at Cleveland. 5th straight win for Eric Bedard, now a 10-6 record. Jason Ray saved his 21st. Melvin Mora, a home run for the Birds. Kelly Shoppick, a home run for the Indians. Toronto, 7-5 winners at Kansas City. Shea Hillenbrand, his 12th home run of the year. Hallett the winner, a 2-0 record. Former Traveler Joel Peralta takes the loss. He is 1-1. DJ Ryan saved his 24th. Former Wichita Wrangler Ángel Baroa connected on his 5th home run of the year. Chen Min Wong pitched the Yankees to a 5-1 win at Tampa Bay. Wong's 9th win of the season. He beats Scott Kazmir, and the Yankees have won 4 straight. Francisco Liriano, the rookie right-hander of Minnesota, picks up his 10th win against just 1 loss as Minnesota shuts out the Rangers 4-0 on 6 hits. Former Midland Rocktown left-hander John Reinecker takes the loss. He is 4-3. Torrey Hunter hit a home run. It was his 14th of the year. Games in progress. The Angels are beating up on the Oakland A's 6-0 at the top of the 7th inning. Juan Rivera and Maister Izturis have hit home runs for the Angels. Detroit 2, Seattle 1. That's in the bottom of the 3rd at Seattle. Raul Ibanez homered for the 20th time for the M's. And over in the National League, it's in the bottom of the 9th inning. Colorado rallying against the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's a wild 9th inning there. The Diamondbacks and the Rockies were tied 1-1 going into the 9th. Arizona scores 7 runs to take an 8-1 lead, but the Rockies in the middle of a 5-run rally. And it's right now 8-6, and the Rockies have the tying runs on base with nobody out. Craig Counsell and Chad Tracy have gone deep. Tracy, a former El Paso Diablo, is 13th of the year. Those are the scores across the majors and the Texas League. They're brought to you by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the Arkansas Travelers, and you can always find them online at southwest.com. Comeback win for the Travs tonight, 5-4 over the Wichita Wranglers. A 3-run rally in the 9th is the difference. And we'll wrap things up after this commercial break on Air America Little Rock 1380 KBXE.
You signaled your turn. You merged without cutting anyone off. You stopped because the light was red. Through rain and sleet, through dark of night, 365 and 1/4 days a year, you drive safely. Now Allstate rewards you for being the hero you are. Introducing the Safe Driving Bonus. For every 6 months you don't have an accident, Allstate will give you an extra bonus. Actual cash off your renewal bill. That's on top of any discount you've already received. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stands. Are you in good hands?
Get Allstate Your Choice Auto Insurance today. Call a local Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE. You can start earning your safe driving bonus the day you sign up. Features optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Patent pending. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company, Norfolk.
Of all the days of the week, it seems that Mondays are everybody's least favorite day. Well, the Travs and the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette have a reason for baseball fans to look forward to Mondays. That's because Mondays are Democrat-Gazette family night here at the ballpark. You just pick up a copy of Monday's Democrat-Gazette, and you'll find a discount family ticket right there in the sports section. That's right. It's a coupon that admits the whole family for just $2 a person. Hey, Mondays don't sound so bad anymore.
You're listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Travelers a big win tonight at Wichita, beating the Wranglers 5-4 to even the series at 2 games apiece, ending tomorrow's game as the rubber match now. Travelers' final totals here: Arkansas 5 runs on 9 hits, committing 2 errors and leaving 4 men on. The Wranglers 4 runs on 5 hits with 1 error committed, and the Wranglers stranded 4 as well. Kyle Edens picks up the victory with 3 innings of work, allowing 1 run on 1 hit. The loss goes to Ryan Braun. He falls to 1-6. And the game took 2 hours and 35 minutes in front of a paid house of 3,523. The win puts the Travelers at 7-9 in the second half. Overall, they are 31-54. Wichita falls to 10-6 in the second half. 44-42 overall. Travelers rally in the 9th inning for 3 runs with Bobby Wilson's 2-run double the difference. Wilson finishes 2 for 4 tonight. He is the BC Powder player of the game in his first day ever this year as a designated hitter. BC Powder is the official pain reliever of the Arkansas Travelers. BC gets into your system fast, and BC goes to work fast. If it's headaches, backaches, or muscle pain, nothing works faster than BC, used as directed. Well, the Travelers and the Wranglers will wrap up the series tomorrow at 12 noon with Arkansas sending Nick Green to the hill with a 3-1 record and a 4.19 ERA. Wichita counters with left-hander Neil Musser. 4-0 record for Musser with a 195 earned run average. That first pitch at 12 noon. Airtime will be 11:40 in the morning right here on Air America Little Rock 1380 KDXE. And we hope you join us on the broadcast. So, for Benny Petrie back at the studios and the folks at minorleaguebaseball.com, I'm Phil Elson. Thank you very much for tuning into our broadcast tonight. Travelers, a 3-run comeback in the top of the ninth inning, 5-4 win over the Wranglers. We'll be talking Traveler baseball again tomorrow afternoon.
Today's game has been brought to you by AT&T, Coca-Cola, Allstate Insurance, ITT Technical Institute, Miller Lite, and Arkansas Federal Credit Union. You've been listening to Arkansas Travelers Baseball.
Liberal Progressive Radio. It sounded like a dream come true. Air America Little Rock, 1380 KDX North Little Rock.